You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you, Bill O'Reilly. The thing definitely sucks. It always sucks. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of September. Remember the 1st of September. No, wrong month. I'm sorry. Across the table from me, the lovely, the beautiful, the talented Alan Cummings. Canning. Why am I thinking Cummings? I must know somebody with that name.
Cummings Diesel?
Could be. No, it's Cummins Diesel.
Cummins.
Rob Zombie's last name is Cummings.
Is that it?
It's Rob Cummings, yeah. You got to put the mic in front of you like it's a dick.
Yeah.
Hang on. Adjust the wire. We did something tweak. Yeah, we go.
Whoa.
Say something.
Hello?
Yeah, we go.
There it is.
Alan Canning, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, everybody?
And Nicole.
Hey,
as always.
how are you?
She is lovely and talented and beautiful and awesome.
But not as much as him.
Oh,
He's got nicer hair than you do.
He does.
Shit.
He does have nice hair. You have a really good haircut.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's 23. It started to go. That
Oh.
was it. It's as far as I got. And then I had a head of hair that made Trump look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I looked like I needed to be on a list. It was bad for a period of time. I was real fat, real greasy, and unfuckable, man. And I was holding on as long as I could.
Admitting it's half the battle. So we got a good show for you. First of all, I want to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for not having a show last week without an announcement. I didn't even say anything.
Sorry.
Still hadn't even said anything. It is Nicole's fault.
It was both of our faults.
No, it's actually more your fault. I'm sorry, but it is.
Fine.
And the reason why it is more of Nicole's fault is because she had something going on. She wasn't going to be able to make it, and the show totally sucks donkey nuts when she's not around. So that's why.
Okay.
It's because the show's awesome with you and shitty without you.
But I made it up for it by having a amazing list of guests this month.
That is true. You did fucking knock it out of the park.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, jury's still out on tonight. I mean, we haven't
We'll see how
gotten that
it
far.
goes.
We haven't
We'll
gotten
see
that
how
far
it
yet.
Okay.
But we'll get there. We will get there, ladies and gentlemen.
How come I'm trying to open the app, but
Which app? The YouTube?
Yeah, I'm trying to do our
Oh.
thing. I'm not ignoring you.
I'm working with one monitor tonight, kids, because for some reason, if I don't come into my office and use because I have 3 monitors here that I put different things on, and if I don't come into the office, I've been working from home, it doesn't recognize the other 2 monitors, so that's where I'm at. Couldn't get it to connect, and I'm dumb.
Shout out to our first commenter of the night, Matt Jacobson.
Matt, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Matt.
Hello,
He says,
Matt.
hey, yo.
Hey, yo. So what's the scenario? Let's here we go, yo.
What?
Yes. It's a song from the 90s.
Rolling it.
You young kids don't get that shit. So anyway, kids, so we have Alan here. He's going to tell us about his amazing life. We started talking about it before the show, and he has, in fact, led an interesting life. The title of the show tonight is probably a good inkling as to what's to come. What haven't you experienced in life? Winning the lottery, I think, would be probably it.
Yeah, winning the lottery right there.
Yeah, but you got to be in it to win it.
That's it. Yeah, and you got to have more than $2 for a scratch off.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Don't buy scratch offs, man.
No, I know.
Don't. But spend the $2 on one of the ball draw games, because those fucking scratch offs are nothing but a tax on poor people
Oh, I know.
or
buddy of
stupid
mine,
people.
well, a buddy of mine's like addicted to them, and like he keeps them for like so he can write them off at the end of the year.
Apparently, you can't do that anymore.
Really?
Yeah, there's some they changed something, or they changed it in New York. Maybe
Yeah.
my father-in-law plays them all the time. Like
Yeah.
that's his daily thing. He goes to the store.
Yep.
And he buys scratch offs.
He's that guy holding up the line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
My buddy's the same dude. He just doesn't see anything wrong with it. Like I've been addicted to shit, but like you're an asshole. Like if you're that guy. No.
See, now what's funny is like my father used to play the lottery. He
Yeah.
would never play scratch off. I don't think I've ever seen him, like, aside from like Christmas, he would buy scratch offs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, give them, but like he never like did it religiously.
Right.
But he would, anytime it was a huge jackpot,
Yeah.
he would play the lotto.
Yeah.
But my father was a super smart guy, statistical, analytical, knew numbers really well.
Right.
And the more tickets you buy doesn't increase your chance.
No.
But he would go and buy $20 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, you're a smart guy. You get it. You know the numbers. You know what's going on. Why do you spend the money knowing it doesn't? He's like, I'm not playing to win the jackpot.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm playing for second place.
Just to get a couple of numbers on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Just second place is usually, a decent prize.
Right. And I've never understood that with people. They're like, but the taxes on it. I'm like, so you come out with 125 million?
If you take the
Yeah.
cash payment, you're looking, depending on what state you live in, you're looking between a third and a half of what the jackpot is. So
right.
if it's a $500 million jackpot,
Right.
you're still looking at $250 million.
Yeah. Yeah. And your job at Kohl's, really? Like, you're thinking,
Yeah.
they're going to get me on the taxes. Like, come on. Like, really? But I mean, it's one of those things. Whenever they do the big Powerball, I always just buy one. Like, I figure it's my
That's it. You
my
got to be in
golden
it to win
ticket.
it.
Yeah. My Charlie bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That,
And that's the way
to.
to do it, is when there's a good, actually, anytime you got the spare money, play it. Not if it's your last $2, don't.
Yeah.
But if you have that extra spare $2, buy it, because you never know. You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
But the that's the one thing you haven't experienced yet is the big
winning the
lottery.
lottery. Yeah.
Amanda Sharp says, "Hey guys, love you, Al.
Oh, right on. Love you, Amanda. Nice to hear you're on here.
I love you too, and so does Nicole.
I do love you,
'Cause
Amanda.
You're watching us, so we can't not love that.
She, I actually know her. She's one of those people in my life, like, love to be in a relationship with. No, we'd just end up, it would be trauma later. You know what I mean? We'd trauma bond for a while. It would be good.
Infinite
I'd be
Welding
me.
says, "My dog." There is no dog here. We got to get some up dog.
Up dog.
Yeah.
Up dog?
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Nothing, dog. What's up with you?
I
got her. Please tell me you knew that was coming. Please. No, seriously, you fell for it. Holy oh, jeez.
It's fine.
Oh, we'd be perfect. A beautiful disaster, Amanda says.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetie.
That's
Thank you.
adorable. If you guys ever want to get married, I'm an ordained minister.
Oh.
Dick jokes and weddings. I do them both.
I throw
Fucking
really
hell.
good parties.
Yeah.
What's that?
And I throw really good parties.
Fuck yeah, she does. She's got my funeral well planned.
No,
Yeah, strippers and fucking drugs. That, you know what it is? That's what it is. When I die, I want you to fill my mouth with acid. Let me. Trip
Why are you
balls.
gonna? Why? I'm not gonna waste it on your.
Everybody has to
dead
give
carcass?
you a kiss at the end of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're all fucking trip out together.
The deeper you stick your tongue, the more you trip.
That's
There you
some
go.
weird
Yeah.
ritualistic stuff. I like it.
I
I like it.
could have said shove it up my ass and let people tongue kiss that.
Can we have a drug bar?
Whatever.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't want I don't want a fucking wake where I'm laid out and people are staring at my fucking carcass.
Why not?
Where they can all go
'Cause
like,
why?
Do you want to be propped up on a chair with like a cigar and a
No,
glass of brandy
no.
or something?
No, I still want to be cremated. My ashes discarded into the nearest garbage can. But you can still throw a fucking crazy ass party in my honor.
I'll
That is
just like
100%.
mix your ashes with some Coke and let people snort it.
Oh,
that's
that'd be
not a
good.
bad idea.
Also, mix it with some Wendy's chili and feed it to
So-
my exes so I can tear their asses up one more time. Except for those two bitches that are dead now.
Oh.
We're not going to talk about what happened. I was out of town.
Usually, have you ever been to a celebration of life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what they're calling it now?
Yeah.
Like I went to one recently and like I love the guy. It sucks he died. But it was just like he's a guy who's lived a life like me and drugs were a big part of his life. And it was torturous to just watch people get up there and go, he was a good guy. He was something, He's some kind of like, if we're going to do it real, like just lay me out and let people punch me in the face. Like be honest. Like come up there and be like,
You want to
it was
roast?
an asshole. Yeah. Like
You want to roast?
yeah, let people be real about it. Like he still owes me $25. Like, he never called me again.
Still owe me money, motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. Take an ear with you.
Pounded
Something.
me,
Like
yeah.
fucking have fun with it. They let out these butterflies and like most of them are dead.
Oh,
Yeah. And it was just sad. So like just be honest about it. Like I want people to laugh. I want people to talk shit,
I want to make a public service announcement that if you have a celebration of life, please don't do that thing where you release balloons.
No, because you're just killing all the things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now here's the thing, though. I'd want that just for that reason. Like fuck. I want all the balloons to say "fuck planet Earth."
Okay, so somebody who we know who may or may not be watching this show right now, who we all know, well, we know works at Party City.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. He has very specifically said that when people buy balloons for celebration of life, like he has to hold his tongue and not tell them not to do it. Yeah.
Create an interactive AI with your typical phrases and play all sorts of like Salvador Dali. Oh, that's a good one.
Did you go to the Dolly Museum during that exhibit?
I have never been to the Dolly. I've been near the Dolly Museum. I've never been there, and I love Dolly. It's
Okay,
great.
so they had
Hello, Dolly.
they had this they had this exhibit that you download this app on your phone, and you had he'd made very large scale paintings that were like 20 feet large or whatever.
Yeah.
So you could hold up your phone to the painting, and it would become like animated.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
like things would like pop out and give you like little tidbits of information, or their thing like the waves would start like moving
That's
or
cool.
whatever. So it was pretty cool. I've been to the Dolly Museum, and then I went to the Dolly Museum looking through the app and stuff. I had personally had mixed feelings about it because when I go to a museum and I'm looking at paintings that are over 100 years old or whatever, and well, not 100, but whatever, but they're very old. Yeah, they're about 100 years old. I don't necessarily want to be looking at it through my phone. I want to be appreciating it.
Well, you can still appreciate it and then hold your phone up and do your thing. I mean,
yeah, I know. So
Yeah, but the dopamine response, you eventually get stuck,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But no, see, Dolly, I love. Dude had a pet aardvark.
yeah.
I mean, come on, he had that mustache. He was on. There was a show, like a game show kind of thing, back in the 50s called "What's My Line."
Mm-hmm.
And they'd have people come in, and if it was somebody who was recognizable, the panel would be blindfolded. And the panel was made up of journalists and celebrities and stuff. And they could ask questions, and they'd have to guess who it was. And Dolly was one of the people that they had to be blindfolded for, obviously, because he is a recognizable figure even back then. But he was on that show. It was just cool to watch him answering the questions and them finally guessing who it was. But check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
All right.
Wasn't Dolly, was he impotent? Like I've heard like this rumor that like he never really had sex. Is this
I don't remember that.
He was just a typical high artist.
Right.
And just
who's got time for fucking?
Weird. Fucking Warhol was fucking weird.
Right.
Coley, do you remember at the entrance to the interactive Dolly?
I've been to the Dolly several times. Please refresh my memory.
Which time?
I know I've only been with my mom once, but I've personally been many times. Like not many times. I've been a few times, so I don't remember what she's referencing.
The closest to that, to the Dolly, going to the Dolly Museum, was the right in line with it, along the side of the airport. There's a playground. And when my kids were little, we took them there.
Okay.
And that was the closest I went to going to the Dolly Museum. I can't take my kids to a museum. They're fucking savages. They'll fucking break shit. Like even now, they'll fucking break shit.
I don't like that.
I can't afford shit. So
you don't want to buy a Dolly?
No, thank you.
I liked it because some paintings are very small. They're literally like this big, and you can walk right up to them, and there's such minor detail. You're like, oh, this tiny little person in the back of this painting that you wouldn't have seen just looking at it in a book.
Oh, you could ask questions and he answers.
I don't remember that.
Nathan Hart says from Google, despite being married, he was said to dislike personal contact. The orgies at his home were often for Dolly a spectacle to watch. Oh, for Dolly a spectacle to watch. And he believed to have had homosexual tendencies.
I'm not surprised. Also, hi, Nathan Hart. How are you?
What's up, buddy?
What's up? And among his infamous claims and boasts were that despite his sexual tastes, he was in fact impotent.
Nathan Hart, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, please send me a message on Facebook.
We're not even done talking to the guest we have, and you're already whoring us out to
I'm
other guests.
sorry.
Seriously?
I'm not
I
offended with that.
I haven't had
I
haven't had an opportunity to talk to Nathan Hart in a very long time.
I didn't even realize that was the same Nicole until like a minute ago.
Hi.
Yes, it is. But yeah.
All right.
So yeah, you could ask Dolly questions and he would answer.
I don't remember that, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
he was definitely a weird, definitely strange, and you almost. I don't even think it was like a forced personality. I think that's probably because Warhol. They were all the same.
Artists are weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you met us?
Yes,
including you.
I'm not really an artist.
You
all right?
are in a way. You're
I
an
don't really
artist.
consider what I do art.
You're a performing artist.
The voice stuff is art, but like the comedy, that's not art. That's just dick jokes. That's like
That's art.
that's just me.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's art.
Okay,
I think your comedy is art.
really.
I think
You got
what
a really
you do.
bad taste in art.
I mean,
It's
I am
subjective.
I am a,
Yeah.
I am a cunning linguist. I am an artist with the English language.
I like your performance art. You do like performance art.
Okay, is that because I'm fat and I'm animated and I talk with my hands on stage?
No, you
Usually going like this. Like there are so many pictures of me with my hand like this. No, like out, palm
Like
down, like making a point. Like this is fucking crazy. Or I'll do knife hands.
Is that your comedy picture thing? You notice that like comics, like there's either they have the microphone, they're standing back, like everybody's got the like same.
Usually
Like
I have
picture thing?
usually my face like
Right, right,
you with the microphone. Like I'm in the middle of saying something really fucking important.
right.
But it seems like everybody always takes that same picture of me.
It's always the same spot.
Yeah.
Do you when you find like when you create something, do you find even if you like it, even if you're proud of something, do you find it hard to go like this is actually has any value? Like are you in constant critique of everything you create?
Oh yeah. I think everything I do is fucking trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit,
Right.
but I just think it's trash.
Right. And that's like that whole feeling of like no matter what you create, like just never being good. Like people were like friends of mine and stuff that I've done that like has gotten tiny bits of attention from more than like one person I know. Like I've always been like why do you give a shit about this? Like I don't hold any appreciation for like writing, because if I do it and I do it well, then I go like, because I was able to do it, this must mean it's not a valid art form. Like, do you ever get that? Is that
Imposter
just
syndrome?
as narcissistic as possible? Like,
I don't actually know if that would be considered narcissistic. That's, narcissistic would be more of I created this and you should fucking love it because I'm the fucking man and everyone should know it.
right.
That to me, that's more narcissistic. I look at my comedy as and I have people that come and see me a lot, and I don't really have a following, but I have a lot of people that are into it, and I make them laugh, and to me, my comedy is just me being me.
Right.
I'm the same on stage as I am off stage. I mean, would you? Agree
I think
with that?
on stage, not that you have like a different personality, but you're more like animated. You're a little bit like of a bigger personality.
It's the show, it's the show part of it.
Yeah.
I get that, but when you boil it down, it's me. It's not. I'm not any different really on stage and off stage.
Right.
Right. So to me, for somebody to consider what I do as far as that goes, really art, and I guess the performance art of it, I get, but I don't see it as being like anything, amazing, or I'm not doing I'm not curing cancer.
But you'll like appear. First of all, you will appear in short films, like when Peter or somebody's like, "Hey, do this thing with me."
Yeah, but I'll do it. But I guess I don't. Not that I don't take things seriously, but I don't take myself seriously. So I'll put everything I got into whatever it is I'm doing,
Right.
and try to make it the best that it can be.
Yeah.
But I don't see, I any of the little acting things I've done, or even the voice acting. I don't think I'm anything amazing. I just do a job. I do it well.
Right.
And to me, it's not like, I'm not curing cancer.
Yeah.
This is the way I look at it.
But that sounds like a healthy perspective to have on yourself. Like there's got to be, I think, like a little bit of self-degradation in there, so that like you have to strive to keep doing better.
Oh yeah.
Well, at the same time, like having a level head of like being right sized, you know what I mean? To not overthink it. Cause there's like, I've had those moments in my life where it's just like, wow, I did this mic set and I'm just like, I'm the greatest comic that's ever lived. I killed with these 14 people in a cobbler bar. And like, and like, there's moments feel good, but then there's like, I'll never forget the first time I ever did stand up. I went out to Coconuts for their open mic back when Steve Reynolds he was handing out scratch off tickets for people who would come and do it. Like, you got a $1 scratch off ticket at the end of it.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was it's beer money if you won, but like, so I go up and it's that first time and just that super nervous energy. So it just comes out, you know what I mean? And it goes really well for whatever that was. And I was just like, oh, great. Like, I just do this now. Right. Yeah. And so I didn't prepare. I didn't write anything down. And I go back next week and I'm like 36 seconds in and I'm just frozen on stage. Yep. And I'm just standing there and I go like, I think I'm I'm done now. I'm gonna go. And I just went off stage and I just left. And I just hear Steve in the background just going, I think he's done. I think that's the end of his comedy career. And like, I don't know. That's always been the big thing of like, I don't know if it's if it's just self-defeating, but like I've wanted to get back into creating things and I'm working on a YouTube thing right now. And like, there's still that side of me that goes like, why do it? Cause you're dumb. You know what I mean? But who wants to, at the end of that, when they're at their celebration of life, to right before you croak, go like, fuck, I've lived an unfulfilled life. Like, I don't know. Sorry, that got a little heavy, but like,
the way I look at it, the way I try to do comedy or any projects that I'm responsible for, like doing someone else's project, is different. But anything that I'm essentially creating, I do what I think is funny to try and make others laugh. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to make people think deeply about issues. And I'm just trying to make people laugh with the silliest fucking shit I can. I want people to laugh and have a good time. Yeah. I don't want them to think too much. Right. I don't want them to read into things. If they want to, they can. There's not really much because it's dick jokes. Yeah. But I'd rather see people have a good time with what I do than say, oh, that was very philosophical.
Right.
No, it wasn't. It was a fucking joke about Mickey fisting Minnie. It wasn't. It wasn't anything. There was nothing really there. Right. But it's one of those things where you could do something like that, and someone will think that it's profound. There's some sort of deep meaning in it. Yeah. Art is just you expressing yourself transparently. Kids create art. It's not something unattainable. The only special thing is that people are usually don't want to expose their inner self. Yeah, but the problem is, Ma, last time I exposed my inner self, I ended up with a court date. It's true. Are you guys wearing the same fucking shirt?
Almost. This is a local band. This was what was his name? Fucking. What was it? It's
Infinite
Third. It's Billy Mays' son. Billy Mays' second, I believe. Is it Billy Mays?
Like Billy Mays, the guy that fucking
OxyClean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
His son lives in St. Pete.
Oh, sweet. He did a lot of coke.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Hi, Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here.
Wow, we've got some powder to sell you. Cleans everything.
I don't know how much could be left at the end of the night.
Guys, I just really love the slap chop guy.
Vince Offer.
I like him a lot because he's weird.
I showed you the Sticky commercial, like the Sticky outtakes.
Yes.
They call it the outtakes. They made an alternate commercial. So he's got this product called the Sticky.
Sticky.
It's like think of a lint roller, but it's got sticky silicone on it.
Yeah.
So they made an advertisement for it, like a regular infomercial.
Right.
Then they made like a B-roll for it where it's fucking funny.
They probably
I will play that after the show.
They probably just like said like just keep talking about the product, and then they just like use what's good, and then like the other stuff goes.
They like some of the things on the regular commercial were like borderline double entendre.
Yeah,
they just went full on with the B-roll. Yeah, it was great.
That's a fucking career. Infomercial guy.
Hell yeah.
Like it's got to be great, but just
guys, I want to be on Shark Tank, but I'm not going to tell you my invention.
Why not?
Because people will steal it.
If she says it, tells it here. Somebody's going to jack that shit.
But I want to go on Shark Tank.
Oh, 100%.
I have an idea, but I just also want to, at the same time, I want to be on the Shark Tank committee or whatever they call it.
Oh, you want to be one of the sharks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That too.
Yeah.
You gotta have money to be one of the sharks.
I know, because you're an investor.
Yeah, I like when people come on that show with really stupid fucking ideas.
Well, they gotta let a few William Hungs through. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a couple people that are like, this is just gonna be good television. Is there anything you've like wanted to do? Like if you could go right now and just say fuck everything that I've done in my life and go do.
Oh, man. Like, I mean, how much of a hypothetical? Like, I would have funds to do what I want.
Yeah, like if you wanted to do that, or like if you wanted to rob a bank, like whatever,
like do anything.
Yeah,
like that.
Like if you could just say, "Family, I'm sorry." Like this is if you go out for cigarettes one day and never come back. Like if this,
that's why my son always comes to the store with me because he's afraid I'm gonna.
That's what it's gonna be. Like you're going legit, out from the last time, But yeah, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a tough one. There's so many fucking things I'd want to do. I would probably go steal something like a Bugatti Veyron
Yeah.
and just fucking unload, just see how fucking
Gun
fast
it.
I can go. Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
If the brick wall comes, it comes.
That's
kinda
it.
deal. Yeah.
That's it.
Head for the Skyway and try and
Yeah,
see
to
how
go-
far you can get.
Get
yeah.
on, go onto the pier and just gun it. Run.
Right.
Some guy fucking did that
No shit.
in a Mercedes.
No
Went on
shit.
the fishing pier, drove to the end, got out of his car, smoked a cigarette, got back in the car,
Yeah.
went back to the land end,
Yeah.
turned around and just fucking floored it.
That
No
happened.
It was
Literally,
a red Mercedes.
That happened literally days after I moved here to Tampa.
You're like,
Really?
Welcome
And
to
I was
Tampa.
that's exactly. I was just like, oh, this is an omen.
It's there's just a beautiful layer of shit to like
In this
sink you-
town?
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's amazing. 1 minute it's just multi-million-dollar homes, and you turn a corner and it's just like fucked up street art, then like actual bullshit, and then there's just like me in a dumpster, like, and it's fucking. It's just it's a beautiful place, like. For that, it's got its own soul. Like people are like, oh, what really goes on there? I'm like, well, at least we obey traffic, unlike Miami. Like fucking, that's
I feel attacked.
look, I love Miami and like I love Hialeah. Like it's there's a side of me that like wants to appropriate Cuban culture. Like I
Yeah.
want to be that. It feels like my people, but like you're gonna die. Like you have to just disobey everything. It's just signal, honk, and go. Which is there's a great freedom in that anarchy, but like I couldn't live there.
I don't know. I feel like South Florida / Miami drivers are aggressive drivers, but for the most part follow the laws. Whereas here in this general area in like Tampa, whatever, this Tampa Bay area, people are just like, I got to make a U-turn. There's a median.
You've never driven in New York City, have you?
I've never. No desire.
Yeah.
Tell them
yeah.
to go away.
Yeah, you want to talk about fucking traffic laws not existing and just busting a U-turn anywhere?
That's the place.
Like one-way streets, I can only go one way. That's, doesn't matter which direction it is. Like shit, like traffic lanes don't fucking apply. There's no fucking rules. That is organized chaos.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful when it because it actually works.
Yeah.
Like you see, I mean, cars coming like fucking less than an inch from each other.
That would be me.
I will say one of the best drivers I've ever seen in my life was a guy who was a truck driver in New York City.
Okay.
And like that, he just like you could park anywhere. He could pull anywhere. Yeah, it was just like amazing.
It
didn't have to
takes
look at anything, bro. Just
he just knew where the fucking truck was
Yeah.
and he knew where. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I appreciate people who know their vehicles like that.
Yeah.
Most New Yorkers haven't driven in New York, well, at least Manhattan. That's true. A lot of people are scared. Being from Long Island, very few people drove. Nobody drove into the city. We would take the train.
Yeah.
We'll take the train because the expressway's slow. Holy shit.
That's a good crack.
I heard that on the mic.
Oh,
Jesus.
hey, I pop all of my bones.
I do too, but I can't do that on camera. Something about YouTube's community rules.
You gotta hit the OnlyFans, man.
I want to. You know what I want to do?
I'm gonna go on OnlyFans and like have people pay me to not take my clothes off.
All right, Bella Thorne.
Is that what she did?
No, she made a pay-per-view message because on OnlyFans apparently you can send a message to your viewers and say,
Yeah.
hey, you pay me $200 and I'll show you my titties or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, pay $200 and I'll show you this nude, and it was her in lingerie. So
Oh, that's mean.
it is mean. So then what happened is that OnlyFans freaked out because she basically like scammed like
Yeah.
people out of like $50,000 like total.
Damn.
But she was like, no, I only did it because I wanted to normalize sex work and bring it to the forefront. But the consequence of all that happening, because OnlyFans had to pay out all of those fans that were disappointed that that she wasn't nude, that they put a cap on how much users can tip, like guests can tip the users,
Okay.
the people with the account. So they put a cap that it's like $100.
Okay.
So a lot of people
I mean,
who are
that's
on
false advertising. If you say
Yeah.
it's going to be
Exactly.
nude,
Right.
if she would have said, "Hey, you want to see this picture of me in, skimpy lingerie?"
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there would have been people that would have paid it.
I have a real problem with people who don't deliver the product that they say that they're selling.
Bingo,
Yeah.
So I have a
bingo.
real product.
When I looked into actually seeing what OnlyFans is all about,
Mhm.
this one girl was charging like $20 a month just for her to advertise buying pictures. There was no content.
right.
And it was just, hey, if you buy this video,
Right.
that's like the only way you're going to see shit. And I think people bitch because now her thing is free to subscribe to, but you got to pay for the juicy content,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
which is fair.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
But don't make it sound like you're gonna post shit
Yeah.
and people are gonna see shit for $20 a month.
Yeah.
That was one thing. Like I surprise folks on the internet and people that may know me. Like, so I was a prostitute for a period of time, but like that was always the thing. Like I found it was a lot easier to jerk people off than jack them. You know what I mean? For like drug money. So
Yeah.
like, but you build this repertoire with people, and like there's this honest line of communication when people feel that they can truly express themselves and like the desire. Like if I don't do that, you know, and I don't adhere to this contract, one, like who knows what will happen, but two, like I don't ever want that person to feel shamed or scammed from that. You know?
And I found like you can be as honest as you want. Like if I started something and I was like, for $5 you can see a picture of me, at no point am I being misleading, because there's something for everybody, and there's people who will pay for you for in lingerie versus you naked.
Right.
So I don't understand why people do that.
No.
I'm like, you're just putting a bad name on everybody else.
I had one guy who felt really weird that like he wanted to blow his nose in my mouth for $40. Like that was, he was like that, but that was his thing. Like he just wanted me to suck his nose. Like we were doing other stuff, but he was like, "Can I blow my nose in your mouth?"
That is one of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said like, you know, what haven't you done? And like, well, that's one of them that I've done. Like but you never know. I don't know.
Different strokes for different folks,
different
I guess.
strokes for different folks. But like, you know, there's an honesty to it, and there's a freedom to it with people, and like with yourself. Like, I don't get that. Like the idea that like, oh, I'm trying to just this is sex work awareness. Like I'm already aware because I'm on your website, right? You know, like I'm aware because I want to know what it looks like. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not.
She's hot though.
Yeah,
Bitch.
Yeah. A lot of people are real mad at her.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah, like a lot of fans are mad for her not delivering. A lot of people on the site, a lot of workers on the site are mad because they've now that's the other thing that her consequences is that instead of getting paid out weekly, now you just have to get paid every 30 days. So imagine going from a week. Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah. Imagine going from a weekly for the like some of the content creators that are making this their full-time job.
Yeah.
It's like now you have to wait 30 days instead of waiting
That
5 days.
fucked up.
Yeah. So
What a
nobody's
bitch.
a lot of people are.
There's always somebody that's got to stick their dick in the apple pie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in this case, it was her.
Yeah. So
Fucking
fuck Bella Thorne.
Al, I love your fucking honesty. Comes from Melissa Muncie.
well, hello, Melissa Muncie.
Howdy.
Howdy.
So
You gonna hear a Florida man story?
sure.
Florida man.
Fucking Mike's got to come out of the stand.
For Florida man, yes. Florida man in Niceville, Florida. Apparently, I can't even read my own handwriting today. Starts house fire while baking cookies on George Foreman grill naked.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, I mean,
But like,
Okay, so apparently,
it's not like he was frying bacon naked.
right.
bacon naked.
I mean, but there's probably somebody that's into that.
Firefighters received a call around 5:30 p.m. When they arrived on the scene, a naked man opened the door and said, "I'm sorry," and then closed the door behind him and went back inside. They saw smoke emitting from the house. Police arrived on the scene to assist, and they knocked on the door, and he opened the door again and let them in and walked away. He appeared to have no concept of the danger he was in. He admitted to drinking 2 liters of vodka and smoking marijuana.
That damn devil's lettuce.
Reports
Spooky
say that
stench.
he was attempting to make cookies. So I read the actual story, and the actual story said that he had those like break and bake cookies, and he put them on the George Foreman grill, and apparently it caught on fire. At which point he tried to put dry towels over it, which also caught on fire. Yeah.
He'd have been better off unplugging it and throwing it in the sink. Actually, with him, he probably would have been better off just throwing it in the bathtub, plugged in.
Yeah. Well, he was not aware of danger he was in, apparently, because of drinking 2 liters of vodka and smoking the Mary J.
That'll do it. That'll do
Seriously.
it.
Yeah. I
For
think
reals. I know somebody that injected one of those marijuanas once.
Oh,
they injected a marijuana tablet.
Marijuana.
not even once, man. Not even once. Can't do it.
Guys, some of the funniest things I've seen on the internet is somebody asked, "How are you gay?" Like they were like, "How?" Like I get. Do you know what I'm gonna say? No, they're like, "How are you gay?" And
Well,
everybody's
it's pretty easy. I kind of just
everybody starts
relax my
responding.
jaw and-
No, everybody's
Down the barrel.
somebody started everybody's responding with like, oh, I forgot to cancel my free subscription, or like it came free in a box of cookies, or like I don't know, like shit like that. Like it's one of the funniest things I've read on the internet lately.
How are you gay?
Yeah.
How are you not gay?
Look, why?
You're right over there.
Why limit yourself to only half the population? That's all I'm saying.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm saying.
You know.
That's funny. Well, what's fun, talking about half the population. So I'm going to get to the rest of the story in a minute, but Stormy Daniels posted today that actually I'll fucking let's jump into it fucking balls deep. If we're gonna do it, we'll go all the way. So I hate Twitter. I fucking despise Twitter, and I decided 2 days ago, like last month, I deleted all my tweets and basically unfollowed everyone but like Elon Musk, the Church of Satan, and a couple people I know. And
Good choices.
Thank you. And I'm trying to figure, like, what the fuck should I do with Twitter? What should I do? So I figured it out. I'm going to just troll. I'm going to be an asshole intentionally, which I'm really good at, as you guys know, and as Nicole has stated. So I decided I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to troll and just find people to fuck with. Celebrities. I'm going to fuck with celebrities, not average Joes, because average Joes are just average Joes. Why fuck with them? So I decided today, I looked and I found a tweet recently within the past couple of days. Actually, Bette Midler retweeted Stormy Daniels talking about how Donald Trump has to pay her attorneys more money. And my tweet was very, very simple. And it said, hang on, I got to start from the head, because, it's the way it's got to be. Here we go. All I wrote was, he may keep paying, but you can never unsuck his cock. And Twitter went apeshit on me. Well, first of all, Stormy Daniels retweeted it, and she's got, thousands of people fucking commented and shit. But people who commented to the right, here's some of the greatest hits. Try this again when your neck separates from your two chins. That's a lot of more either fat jokes or calling me gay, which I'm not, but I really don't care if somebody calls me gay. Replying to, he has plenty of Senate GOP and Senate GOP to do that. That you said the same thing twice, you asshole. Some of these are new. I haven't seen these yet. Imagine being so political that you blame the mistress of the guy you have a man-on-man crush on. Trump's just not into you, Roger. Well, I got to be honest with you, I'm not that into him. I just like fucking with people. This guy seems like he wants the job. You do know Stormy Daniels didn't get a fee for having 5 minutes of sex with Donald. She was paid money 10 years later to keep quiet about it. Okay. Whatever. I gotta feed down to some of these good ones. Not much work compared to what she's used to. A lot of them were ripping on the size of Donald Trump's dick, which is probably small. I don't know. Didn't happen to pump Trump. That's a cute one. A lot of people called me Shrek because it's one of the pictures. My profile picture on Twitter is with a shaved head.
Oh, that's a compliment.
So I'll take it. I'll take it. Neither can you. I can't unsuck Donald Trump's dick. Okay. Two people, one right after the other. Neither can you. Except one put a laughy emoji, so he was cooler. Your put down is, and this is the one person who got it. Your put down is that he's so disgusting and gross that you can't undo it. I will have to agree with you. And my response, finally, somebody gets the joke.
Right.
Like, it took a few hours. Somebody called me a pig. I'll take it.
Pigs are cute.
Yeah.
I'll take being a pig.
They're cool. Yeah.
Raj, can you confirm real Donald Trump's Johnson tastes like orange and breath smells like Putin? Cannot confirm. Sounds like someone's a bit jealous, thinking of about how it felt. Every closet has a door.
Was that two separate statements?
I think so. I think they would call me gay.
Oh, well, if you were jealous, then you would want Stormy Daniels to suck you off. And I have a feeling...
I'm going to get to that one. There's one about that. I'll get to
Okay.
On my Twitter profile, it says, I hate Twitter. I'm just using this to be an asshole.
Oh, okay.
So somebody said, saw your profile, Roger. You might be glad to know you're successful. I gave that one a heart react.
That's sweet.
That's Melania's job. I don't think she does it. A little mushroom emoji because he's got a little dick. That one's stupid. At least we're all in agreement that this all actually happened like she said it did. Okay. Dude, Flotus sucks the mushroom that was inside Stormy. Flotus tastes Stormy every day. I'm sure he's washed it by now.
Yeah.
I'm sure a contract calls for only once a quarter, referring to Melania. Roger, now that I've seen your face, my life is ruined because I will never unsee your mug.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
They kind
A
of get
response to that says, Roger looks like Patrick from SpongeBob. So I put a
gift.
my response was a Patrick gif, Patrick looking retarded gif. Roger, that Roger sounds like you speak from personal experience. Maybe, dude, you need to stop thinking about Trump's dick.
Nah.
Somebody took a screenshot of my Twitter profile and then said, "You're doing a good job there, buddy." And it says, "Twitter sucks. I'm just here to be an asshole," is what I wrote. Mission accomplished. Yes. Oh, this one was good. You have a small pecker, I can tell. LOL. Just from the hostility. Sorry, but there are humans that like them really small. So there is some hope for you. And I responded saying, it's never been laughed at to my face. And she said, that's because women have class. I said, I'll just remain optimistic. Jealous much. Why would say something that crass? And somebody responded by saying, because I'm trash.
That rhymes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. At least tell us you're a Santa at Christmas. Because I'm fat. And I said, why? You want to sit on my lap?
Oh.
He said, no, you probably can't find your lap. It's there. I got long legs. I got a big belly, but I got long legs. Did you mean to tweet this to Ted Cruz? Roger hasn't seen his in decades, and he is writing a new book, The 40-Year-Old Virgin Part 2. Then somebody said this incel is triggered. I'm not triggered. I couldn't give two fucks.
At least they said that you were 40. That's younger than you are.
True.
So
I got to look at the bright side. And this is somehow not an insult to Donald Trump. Thank you. Another person that got it. Mushroom sucking really isn't a thing, my guy. Then somebody posted a picture of me, and then somebody responded with a laughing gif. The whole encounter only lasted seconds. 3 to be exact, roughly 58,000 a second. And then somebody responded, yet you do every day. Like I suck his dick every day, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what it means. I don't know. Some of these are like hard to understand because people don't speak English. Gosh, I wonder if the president can uncheat on his wife. I don't fucking care. Yeah. Like that one's weak. Some dude, I gotta find this. He called me fats. He called me fats.
Fats.
And it was a guy doing a duck face in his profile picture. I'm getting it. I have a response for it. It's just the image of it is fucking dynamite. Fats. Or unfuck Roger's ass. That was a good one.
If it's that
Wait,
small,
so Stormy Daniels fucked your ass?
Yeah, I guess.
That is the implication.
I mean, I'd probably let it happen.
Yeah. You'd let Stormy Daniels peg you? Why
not?
not?
What the fuck?
I mean,
do I have to pay for it? That's my only question.
At least
it's going to cost you $53,000.
Because exactly, but I'm going to get there. Are you having wet dreams with Stormy Daniels? Forget it. She's out of your league. My response, you're right. My hooker budget is less than the president's. So I'd let her peg me, but I can't afford it. So if she's willing to do it for free, I'm down. Stormy, if you're watching, you could put it in my butt.
I just literally imagine Stormy Daniels like sitting in her living room, like watching FUBAR, just being like, this asshole.
I'm going to peg it. Roger looks like he's never experienced any relations. Bless his heart. That's true. My 2 kids are the mailmans. There was some other funny ones. You can never unsuck his ass. Okay. What a little weenie you are. I guess calling me a little weenie.
That's cute.
Somebody said small penis energy. I had a heart emoji that one because why not? Somebody said something about that, and my response was Irish curse. Somebody said one like I'm flipping through the rest of them. As your mom wishes she would have swallowed you and put your daddy to sleep that night long ago, about 9 months before you showed up. Hey, she could have. But it was the blackout of 77. There was nothing else to do but fuck. Roger is just jealous he's never had his cock sucked. That's probably true. When's the last time you saw your cock? You got burned, Porky. So you gave it up for her. Says the guy who probably hasn't seen his cock since 2001. This one kind of bothered me a little. This is probably the only response. Big rapist vibe here, Roger.
You're
That's
not a
intense.
rape.
That's
How's there a rapist vibe to
There's
that?
no rapist vibe.
Like none, zero.
You don't have rapey vibes.
For real.
That's like the only one that's like genuinely not funny to me.
right.
And that's the only one that like bothered. Like all the other ones saying I'm fat and I got a little dick. At least she got paid. What are you getting for it?
That's a
point.
fair point.
Yeah.
Valid point. What's wrong with sucking cock? Roughly half the population enjoys doing it, and roughly half the population enjoys having it done. My response: fact. It's a fact.
Yeah.
I think you're the one who needs to wipe his chin off, and then somebody corrected him saying chins. I got more chins than a Chinese phone book. I know. Oh, so this is the guy. You can never unsuck it, fats. And I said, being called fat by a guy with duck face is the mildest of burns. Was my response. Oh, this guy named Rob Graham, and I'm going to say it, even though we're not supposed to say people's last names. He tweeted it. That's his name on Twitter, so he gets it. Rob Graham tweeted, "Do you remember your first blowjob? What was the other guy's name?" My response: it was Rob Graham, and he used too much teeth.
Oh.
You know, I mean, if you're gonna fucking say something like that, then you fucking deserve it. When was the last time you saw your own penis? My response: I think 1998. It's been a long time since I've seen my penis.
Yeah, but that's not a very original comment since
I know.
like 20 people have said it.
I know that was the first one I saw, so that was the first one I responded to.
Oh.
So, go back to jerking off into your mom's panties. They're big enough I could probably fit a few loads in there.
Penis game.
Can you even see your own cock, fat fuck? All right. Nice pick. You are one fat pig. Jesus Christ. God, you're disgusting.
You know somebody in here's got to be like, Stormy's gonna see this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all white knighting.
Yeah,
All of
it's
them.
just
All of them. Roger
No,
wants
no,
to
no.
give Trump a blowjob. Pass it on. No, I don't. What a fucking man pig. Talking about me. What's that?
I kind of feel insulted. But,
What, man pig?
yeah.
Oh, well, hang on. It's not so much this person called me a man pig.
All right, Karen.
All right.
That's a Karen if I ever saw one.
Right. This person called me a man pig. I would just like to state that for the record.
I don't like her fake smile.
No. She's never been satisfied by anything.
Other than her dad. You know what she does in the trailer park on Halloween?
What?
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
I don't think she's got teeth.
Mm.
Oh, she's from Nebraska. Wow, you're dumb. I'm going to end it on that. Wow, you're dumb.
Wow, you're
was what
dumb.
somebody said to me. So that was my experience fucking with, and Stormy Daniels actually responded.
That's
She actually
beautiful.
retweeted it, and she said, "I didn't suck his dick." And I got to be honest with you,
Your Twitter's gonna blow up.
I fucking doubt. No, it's not.
If Stormy
hasn't.
Daniels retweeted your tweet,
Nothing. Zero. Like seriously, zero. I had 800 and something followers this morning. Let's see where it's at. 807. So I think I've gained 4 followers. Maybe. Or maybe I lost one. I don't know. It's not going to blow up
all right.
because I said something that offends everybody that would be following her. I don't give a shit either. I didn't do it I did it to be an asshole. That's my goal now. This
Tweet
is my
her
life.
back and ask her if she wants to be a guest on the podcast.
No,
Why not?
I'm good. I shared the Stormy post and my friend's work are dying. We met her in case. Oh, since her case is in our building. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that because that person is special. He's in the foreign antiquities business. Yeah, baby, tell that story, Al. I don't remember which story. Amanda, what story are you talking about?
What are you
Oh,
talking about?
That's when I was talking about how are you gay?
Oh, how are you gay?
Yeah. But
It started as a young boy.
no.
Became very interested in holes that weren't on women.
As I said earlier, animal, vegetable, or mineral?
I don't know. I was in a shower with my buddies after a sports game, and I realized I was different. I don't know.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm not gonna be like, ew, I don't care, but I kind of don't care.
No, I totally understand that. I'm learning myself not to give a shit. Like, it's taken an incredibly long time. Like, I spent most of my life going like, nah, bro, I'm dude, man, guy. You know what I mean, bro? Nah, big pussies, mad tits, bro. I don't ever think about the dicks. dude.
Amanda Sharp says, this gets me going. I love this story.
Fucking, which story are you talking about?
like the bunch of dudes in the shower?
Oh yeah,
How
she
many
has this-
Amandas do you know?
I know 3. They're all red haired, and they've
And
all
they're-
been a part of my life.
and they're all watching.
Apparently so.
At least
Hi,
two.
all you Amanda redheads.
Hello, Amanda Redhead.
Welcome to the show.
I don't know. I've been told that by several women in my life. The idea of me having sex with men is like attractive to them, but they don't want to have sex with me, and it's very disheartening at the same
Well,
time.
hang on. It's kind of like me with lesbians. You know, I want to watch them. They don't want me to join in.
Right, exactly. Like they're like, I
Some
could
bullshit.
see you in a gay porn, but they're like, but I don't want to be in it with you. You know? Like,
That's weirdly offensive, even to me, for you.
no, look, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like that's, you know, I've been trying to like figure out like I want to date, and there are women in my life that like I'm attracted to, but like I realized that like I might be attractive and fun, but I'm good for like 4 to 6 months. You know what I mean? Like it's the cute wears off quick once you like.
Well, I mean, at
Get
least
to
you know
know.
your limitations. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
know.
pre-plan at that point.
Yeah, like I told this one girl, I was like, it'd be the best 4 to 6 months I've ever had. And she's like, I want commitment. I'm like, what is life but a day? You know,
That's when you
So,
say,
like,
"Here is you have my commitment,
Right.
absolute 100% commitment for the
Right.
next 4 months."
Yeah.
After that,
After that, I'm not promising you anything.
yeah. After that, we should just plan out right now. 4 months from now, just go our separate ways.
I enjoy a good breakup though. You know what I mean? Have you ever had like a breakup and you're just like, like there's a freedom to it afterwards?
Yeah.
Like an amicable breakup, or just like a breakup in
never.
general.
Just no, like I don't know. Maybe it's because I've tried to live my life
Point
like
it down a little bit more. Just pointing up your nose.
like I don't know. I've lived my life like some bullshit movie for most of the time, and like having this tragic hero in my own idea, but like which is just the edgiest thing I've said in a long time. But fucking like I don't know. There's those big dramatic moments. Yeah, they scar you. They leave you with some wounds in the end. But like I'm glad I'm able to have them. Like I've had friends in my life that are like, why would you do the things you do? You know, and I'm like, because you're gonna die one day. Like, why not? Like, why
Yeah.
not have the experience? Now, did I want to end up in Turning Point, like the homeless detox center? Like, no. Like, but the adventure to get there and what life is now, and like what I've found in myself and who I actually am as a person was worth it. You know what I mean? Like,
Bit of self-discovery.
yeah, like that's it. You know, I could never picture just the idea of like no offense, but like the 2 kids, the house, the wife, like the normal existence, and I'm just gonna work.
Oh, the normal existence sucks.
Oh my
donkey
god,
dick.
you know what I mean? So it was like,
I'll tell you that for a fact. I mean,
Yeah.
I love my kids, I love my wife, but it sucks.
you know, and it's that idea. Like there's excitement in the darkness. There's adventure in it. Like there's certain things that happened. You know what I mean? That like I still deal with. There's traumas. I wake up at night screaming sometimes, and like that's just is what it is. Like, but it I wouldn't change it. Like I honestly wouldn't. I used to have this idea of like a different life, like a person I was supposed to be. For a long time when I was a kid, I was like, I'm going to be in the Marine Corps and I'm going to be a Marine. And then I went to go do that. And they're like, you tried to stab a kid in high school and we're hearing voices and like, you can't do that. And I was like, I thought I just did all the prerequisites, but like I couldn't do it. So like, then what? Well, the truth of the matter is like inside, there was a side of me that was just wanted to be free. And like, when I got into the drugs, it allowed that. Like, and that's when it got into the sex work, and that's when it got into those things. And like I was living these 2 alternate lives. Like on one hand, there's a guy who fertilizes your yard, you know, and lives this really normal life. And on the other side is at night, like it's hooking, it's prostitution, it's parties, it's crystal meth addiction, like, you know. But I know at the end of my day, like I did the things that might have scared me. You know what I mean? Like, even though those things might have been toxic,
And live through it.
and live through it. Like, I know what it's like to be up for 2 weeks straight. Like, which if you want to talk about, like, the one thing I miss about drugs is honestly sleep deprivation. Like, sleep deprivation is the one thing I actually miss, because there's this weird feeling when you're going into day 3, coming into day 4, where there's just slight bit of fear and anxiety that just it permits through everything, while at the same time reality starts to break down. And like you see, like, the shadow people have started to come in. You're no longer quite sure what's real, and there's the occasional hallucination, but there's an excitement to know what's going to be on the other side. And now you get to day like 13 and the world's on fire and you're looking at demons and like everything is burning and that door is the wall and the wall is the door. You know, it gets a little concerning. But like, if you can pull out of it, if you can make it out on the other side,
it's a hell of a trip.
It's a hell of a trip. It's a hell of a trip. And at least you might have a funny story to tell. You know what I mean? Which I know right now, like, I'm not being real comical about it, but like, you know, a side of me was thinking like, what has happened in the few years. And when I met you, like in Bula, like first off, nicest person in the world. Like
No, she's not.
No, she was incredible.
She's incredibly mean to everyone and horrible. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
like, look,
I
this
love
was-
you, Nicole. You're the
Most
best.
people think that though.
Really?
A lot of people think that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that.
Like legit the fucking sweetest person.
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
It's and the reason why I say this is because like I met you down at Bula, and like you seem like a person who's just incredibly comfortable with themselves, and like we started talking, and me just being an asshole, I was like, "So what's going on? Like, you want to go out?" And you said, "Oh no, thank you." Like I'd offer you like a cheese tray you didn't want. It was the politest I had ever been turned down in my life. Like, she's, "Oh no, thank you. I'm full." No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I enjoy the meal. I already ate. Thank you. Thank you so much. And like I wasn't offended. I wasn't hurt. I appreciated your honesty and like your ability to just let a young boy down slowly. You know, it's just so nice as opposed to like, yeah, all right, like here's a fake number or like, you know, like help, you know, like it was just nice to just have somebody just, oh no, thank you. No. Oh, you seem no. No.
I feel like an asshole right now.
Not at all.
Why?
Don't.
Why?
Don't.
I don't know. No, just because like that seems so fake. It's not fake because I just am a nice person.
Yeah.
Most of the
It,
time.
Facts.
it felt it wasn't like I didn't feel for the first time it was like wasn't like I didn't feel lied to or anything. It was just
Okay.
like, oh no. It was real simple. No, thank you. Okay. And I just went about my night. You know what I mean? It was just it was so thank you for a positive interaction in my life.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry to make you feel uncomfortable
No,
now.
Well, what's funny, my first memory of Nicole, we were doing an open mic like 2 doors down from here.
Yeah.
And it was at the vape joint. And Nicole came in one night and you know, she came in, she signed in, you really didn't say much.
Mhm.
But then you just got up on stage. And I don't remember exactly what, but you were just talking about some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sweet little girl is just going fucking ham up there. Like, holy shit. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And now she's my co-host.
right. And that was the wild part because she was just very like, and I'm just bopping around a little bit, and then she hits the stage, and it was just like, oh shit,
It's like
this is
weird,
a woman,
crazy
Like, this is
shit. Like,
Yeah,
holy
this is-
fuck.
damn, like fuck. I thought I had something. Like I
Yeah.
would never impress her. Like
Yeah,
with
it was-
anything I had, just
Oh, I love you guys so
But it was-
much.
But it was like so. It was like so great. And
Yeah.
again, she's now my co-host
Yeah.
for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have. It's been like 3 years.
Actually, the memory came up. Stop. Hold on. I'm gonna show everybody the fucking
Oh, shit.
picture.
Okay.
shit.
Stop. I gotta find it. It's on the Facebook.
Of like the first time I came on here, or
The
what?
very first time we met, I was taking pictures of everybody on stage. I have that picture.
I want to see it.
Hold on to your titties.
Okay.
I'm looking for it. Nope, not happy
That's what you
70th
get.
birthday,
Yeah.
mom.
Oh, this is. Do you remember the first time you felt a pair of fake tits?
On a person?
Yeah.
I remember my first blowjob
They
was a
were
guy
alright.
named Rob Graham, and he used too much teeth.
No,
Here we go.
my friend was like, I got new boobs. And I was like,
August
Okay.
31st,
Yeah.
2017. So exactly 3
Yesterday.
years ago.
Aww.
guys,
Memory.
it's our friend anniversary.
Aww.
It's kind of blurry because the camera I had was shitty.
Oh my God, my hair was so short. I had little short hair.
Yeah. It's going to be blurry, people. I'm sorry.
That's amazing to me.
Ah,
Why was
So
I
that was-
wearing those pants?
I don't
I
know.
look like a weirdo lesbian.
You had the short haircut. The
That's what I thought you were, a
pants.
weirdo lesbian when you came in.
I mean,
And I found that then I found it was only you were definitely a weirdo, and the lesbian was only half true.
Yeah.
So
do you know how many times I get asked when I have short hair if I'm a boy or a girl?
Really?
then you look at them dead in the eye and say, "Does it matter?"
No, I'm like, whatever you want me to be.
Oh shit! Whatever you're paying me to be. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Look, if you have money and we want to have fun, so how do you feel about how did you get going with all that?
With what?
Like, what do you do in
In
particular?
life?
What? Okay, so this is a very ignorant sounding question, but like when it comes to the idea of you've discussed sex work and
I love a lot of sex workers. I have a lot of love and support
That's
for them.
okay. Okay. Like, I don't know. I think more people should do it.
What, be involved in it?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who are involved in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I have a lot of love for them.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
Me too.
It's I never thought that's where I would end up. Like I was a concrete cutter and like a construction dude. Like at the end of it, I didn't think I'd be like hanging out with.
Well, I mean, sometimes you could be a construction worker and sometimes a police officer or Indian chief or a cowboy. Or a
So I guess it's not too much, like, but that's the weird part about the gay community is I didn't ever feel like I belong in it because there's like the different groups and classes.
but there's so
It's
many
like
different
cliques.
types.
Right.
There's so many different types.
But that's the
of
thing. I'm like,
people.
why do we have to be?
You don't. You can be whatever you want.
Right. Where it
You
was
can
just
do
like I dated a guy who was the gayest man alive, and he was the first man that like I was ever openly in a relationship with. But like he was also like into line dancing, and the first time I ever kissed a man in public was at the watering trough. Like, but it was also with the gayest man. He had a queen chess piece on his back,
Mhm.
like giant tattoo, just super. But he was also one of those dudes who was like, I'm a top, I'm a dom, like I'm the man in this, and I'm like, I'll kill you, and like,
Shut up,
bitch. Like, and that was I was a shitty person in that relationship, but like, it just the whole like different groups, you know what I mean? Like people look at me and they're like, oh, you must be into like leather stuff and stuff. It's like, nah, man, I just like guys. You know what I mean? Like, I like
nothing
men.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like even in the gay community, it's like once coming out, like all of a sudden
You got to find what your label is. You got to
right.
find what. Okay, you're gay. What kind of gay are you? Like, what's your brand of gay?
Right, exactly.
That's
your
I
brand
told
of
I
gay?
you know, of course, me and my son, it's like guys in a locker room, and I said to my son, I'm like, it's all right if you're gay.
Yeah.
Just don't be one of them fancy frilly ones. Be the man gay.
Be the man.
Be the
gay.
man
Be
gay.
the man.
That's
Be
gay.
the
so
man
bad.
I know it is.
That's
No,
so
it
bad.
is.
I mean, he's 15 years old.
Right.
Like, I'll walk in the house, he'll be like, "What's up, fag?" I'm like,
Right.
"What the fuck?"
Well, that's
Like-
the whole thing. I wanted to do
Like,
ballet
dude,
as a
I
kid.
bang your mom. What the fuck you calling me gay for?
You know what you did.
Amanda Sharp says 100% agree. It all comes true. It all comes to the true motives behind doing sex work. When I partook, it was me at that moment in time.
Yeah.
True. And it, some people, it's what they need to do at that given moment.
Yeah.
It's the oldest profession.
Right.
The second oldest profession is politics, and there's not much difference between the two.
Yeah.
For reals.
We're all just whores, man.
That's it.
That's it. We're selling ourselves, making people believe in a dream that isn't really there.
Well, you think about it, we pay the government in taxes, right? And what does
Yeah.
the government do in return? They fuck us.
Right.
So what's same thing.
Same thing, bro.
You know why the government made organized crime illegal?
Yeah.
They don't
Same.
like competition.
No,
Yeah.
that's it. And that was, but the thing about it was like, there was an honesty to it, right? There's a truth to it. Like in my regular life, I felt like I had to play this character, like this image of like Al, right? But with myself,
Oh.
you know what I
His
mean?
name's Al.
Yeah, Al. We've met.
Last
several
name
years,
not
you know what I mean?
Cummings.
Right.
It's Canning.
I know, but I refer to you as Alan, not Al.
That's
He-
fine, but that's the thing. There was Alan, right? And
He
there's
can
Al.
he will call you Betty, and Betty, when you call him, you can call him Al.
You can call me.
Dun, 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 dun,
My whole
dun,
fucking-
dun, dun, dun. It's a great song.
It is.
Paul Simon. Chevy Chase was in the video. Great one.
That is the one. Jason.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking but the there was an honesty to it where it was like in my regular life, I it's fun and crazy and ridiculous, but it was like,
It
there was the
wasn't
most-
you.
It wasn't me, and it was the most honest relationships I had ever had. You know what I mean? Because I could be my actual self. I could tell people what I really wanted. But the fucked up part about it was like the drugs allowed me to do it, but they also became a necessity to where I had to be it. You know what I mean? And that's when it no longer became a choice, where it wasn't like a fun club thing or like a couple that wanted me as a bull or like something like that. Like all of a sudden it's like, no, like it ends where it always ends, which is me rolling a bowl in a garage, staring down the barrel of a dick. You know what I mean? Like, and it that's what happened this last time. I've at my worst, I feel like I'm like hijacking shit or something.
No, good. No. It's just-
But-
you're the guest on the show. We're
I-
talking to you.
I
You're
know.
telling your story.
Thank you.
That's why you're here.
Gotcha. Okay. So, but like there's been different points like this. I was sober for 5 years from the time I was 19 to 5 years on past that. And it was really just alcohol. And like, at the time, like I was pretty much like I was a gutter punk kind of kid, you know what I mean? And like I drank myself into hospitals and got sober, and then I got into comedy and a few years later, and I ended up opening for this guy Danny Bevins at Coconuts Comedy Club on a Saturday night, and like that had been my dream, and like I got to do it, and we went back to his house, man, and I smoked a bowl, and like there's something to it, to like addiction and like people being addicts, because like from that moment on, those 5 years didn't matter. You know what I mean? And no matter how much I wanted to go back, no matter how much I wanted to be sober, it ended up just being like wanting to want to. And I would get these periods of sobriety for a short time, but there was always this idea like I could do it a different way, in a different substance, and a different thing. And like cocaine became pills, and pills became back to cocaine, and cocaine became crystal meth, and then smoking it, and like, and then it just keeps going. Like, and at my worst when I was in that, and like it goes from being fun, sex party, fun stuff.
Be careful you don't pop that titty. It came from China.
Gotcha.
Such Chinese water in there.
Is the kung fu? Oh, I about said it. I'm so sorry.
You almost said kung flu.
I really almost
Oh
did.
my God.
Ah!
Don't call the Chinese virus kung flu,
I
because
know.
that's offensive, all right?
I'm talking about getting fucked in the ass for money, and I'm worried about the word I say. So like, and so like,
Fuck being PC.
yeah,
It's in a PC show.
Yeah, fuck that. So like, I'm so like at a certain point, like at my worst, I was 140 pounds. I'm 230 right now. I was 140 pounds. I had syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia. Part of my tongue had dissolved.
Trifecta.
Yeah, bro. Part of my tongue had dissolved, and I couldn't eat anymore. Like, because I physically couldn't
Jesus.
consume anything. And like in my head, it was Christmas Eve, and I'm smoking meth in my mother's house. And like the next day, my brother's just looking at me and he's crying. And like in my head, like I'm okay. And that's the thing about addiction is like when you're in it, you just can't see it. In my mind, I look good. And I had clients and like friends that were in what I was doing that were like, there's when people who are paying you to do drugs with them and to do that are starting to look at you and go like, are you okay? Like that's when it starts to become it. But even then, like I got cleaned up, sobered up. And that's what I was saying when we were talking about before. Like I ended up going to Oregon to this commune. By the way, if you ever get the chance, go to Alpha Farms in Oregon. It's heaven. We're doing it wrong. And God herself lives there. She's a 92-year-old woman. And well, yeah, just go listen to the sound of the river. But
I thought Alanis Morissette was God.
Close. This is 92-year-old Alanis Morissette.
Right.
She had a commune. But and like I hadn't dealt. This is for anything. It's like people in addiction. And one of the things that I did want to talk with you guys about is like the idea of just stopping. Like for me, the idea of sobriety, untreated or not dealing with past traumas, past life events, like resentments, fears, insecurities, without dealing with any of those things and trying to change the way you're living. And that doesn't mean like you can't go do whatever you want. Like I think a lot of people have that misconception. It's like once you're sober, that means I just have to be a Christian and I stopped smoking crack and now I found Jesus. Like that's not it. You know, like it's to find a life worth living for and to not to be right sized for the first time. Like to come back to that original thing of like when you get off the stage to know who you are and to be okay with that. Like it
I get it.
Yeah, and I still went out. I came back. It was Pride weekend, man. And like in my head, I was just gonna get a bag. Like I was just gonna get a bag. Got a bag. Had crazy. Ended up in an orgy across the street from the Flamingo. A buddy of mine was like, "Oh, isn't it sad the Flamingo's being torn down?" I'm like, "They should burn that place to the ground." Like the creatures that would crawl out of the carpets of that fucking place. You know what I'm talking about? No. The Flamingo was a gay hotel.
Is it not
and resort? No, it's not. They tore it down. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Where was it?
Over in St. Pete.
Okay, that's why I don't go to St. Pete.
Yeah.
I've performed there before.
St. Pete scares me.
A lot of fun, but at the same time, you know, but you know, and that turned into that 2 weeks where it was just like boom, and then sobered up for another 6 months, and it was without doing any work, and boom again. I think a lot of people.
It's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle that people they go like, but the external is so okay. Like I would have a good job. I'd be in a great relationship with somebody who tells me that
like
they
a
love
functioning
me.
addict.
Yeah, a functioning addict where I'd be sober, right? But inside of me, when like I get sober, when I put down the substance, because the substance is really just a symptom of it. Like it's the initial tit, right? You know what I mean? It's the initial thing. It's once that down though, what happens with me is there's this spring that starts to tighten. Like there's this feeling where the world all of a sudden just gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and those moments from the past get stronger and stronger, and resentments from the day and anger, and all of a sudden those things that are great things like a good job and a wonderful girlfriend and people that love you all of a sudden become this burden, and this, you just feel trapped inside of it. And there's a side of you that's, for me, that was just so ashamed that I felt so good about what I had done, that like eventually I would pop. And people go like, why do addicts lie and stuff? And when I relapsed, meanwhile, I'm like always like, oh, I'm going to get to comedy. I'm going to do the thing. And I could never get there because I couldn't get past the initial stuff. And like, what happens is eventually I snap, and I'm on the phone with my ex and, and telling her about honesty. And she's telling me how much she loves our relationship. And I'm telling her about how much I love our relationship. And in my mind, if you would hook me up to a lie detector test, I would have passed that fucking thing, because I truly believed what I was saying, but I was incapable of seeing what was really going on, or being honest and saying, hey, I'm not okay. And I'm going to go do this. And I did what I always did, which is go back to what I call him old boy. And he was the first guy to ever get me to smoke meth and like started me on it, and I go over to his house, and within 2 hours I'm rolling on GHB, ecstasy, and crystal meth. And like, I have all the drugs in the world and the people that I want to fuck, and I'm empty. Like, and for the first time, like in my life, it didn't work. Like a lot of people go back to it because it still works. Because the idea of the monotony of a regular day is horrifying. And that selfishness overwhelms it. And like, I ended up, the greatest thing that ever happened to me is I went on a 5-day run. I was up for 5 days. I ended up in St. Anthony's Hospital, and a friend who was willing to say like, hey, like, I know what's going on. And they asked if I wanted help, and I said, yeah. And they took me down to St. Anthony's. I hallucinated and saw some stuff until I passed out, and then went to Turning Point, which is an amazing center. Like, if you don't have a place to go or you don't have insurance, like, you get a mat. It's a mat on the floor. It's a homeless detox. Like, I, for the first time in my life, felt a sense of relief and calm that I was truly done, that I had never felt before. Like, it was finally just done, and it was the greatest thing that could have happened. From there, I went to it. There's another facility that I'm at now, which is currently, it's called ARC. There are tools and there are things out there and places people can go, and you got to want to do it. And it's okay if you don't ever think that you can, but like, if you have the opportunity to get in one of those places, just go and just run with it. Like, this last 7 months, I've lost 12 people.
Shit. Like
12 people that I know are just gone. And a lot of people don't have sympathy for it. And it's like, man, those are fathers, those are mothers, those are daughters, those are sons, those are people who could have had lives. And it's this waste of life that started as something that could have just made them feel okay. And I'm not here to like convert anybody or like try and be a reformist, but like, there's hope. If you feel like it's getting out of hand, most people don't stop until it's burnt to the ground. But like, if it's burnt and you're there, there's a way out, And I'm gonna get off my soapbox now because I feel like I'm just getting on that. Those moments where you just want to tell humorous stories that like are about like the fun, crazy times. You know what I mean? But like, the reality of the situation sometimes hits you. I'm learning how to like grieve for the first time as a 20-year-old man, 29-year-old man. Like,
that's good. That's important.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys, if you could have a potato for like the rest of your life, what kind of potato would you eat?
Did I ask you that question?
Vodka. No, vodka. Thank you. I can answer.
I tend to ask people when I don't have any questions to ask them. I ask them, if you could be a potato, what type of potato would you be, and how would you be prepared?
It would be tater tots in a cheeseburger casserole form.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like red potatoes.
Yeah. Just simple olive oil or butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Some herbs like rosemary and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Bear with me. I'm dealing with a work thing.
You're fine.
Good.
Are we gonna, when you're done with that, are we gonna do 20 questions?
Shit, yeah, we'll do 20 questions.
Okay, so in the meantime, while Roger is dealing with his day job and work stuff, I would like to say happy birthday to some people,
Oh shit.
none of which who are watching, not Stormy Daniels. Zendaya. Happy
Wait.
birthday, Zendaya. Happy birthday, Dr. Phil.
You need a checkup from the neck up. And I need to stop fucking my sister.
Yeah, happy birthday to Coyote Peterson.
All right.
Coyote Peterson.
Yeah.
Fucking love that guy.
I do
it's so
too.
good.
Fucking nut job.
Happy birthday to Gloria Estefan, which my dad successfully convinced my cousins we were related to for many years.
I still, to this day,
That's awesome.
I still to this day have the biggest crush on her.
Really? You and
Oh,
my
God,
dad
yeah.
both?
Hell yeah. She had them fucking legs that she just wanted to wrap them around your fucking head and choke you to death.
Happy birthday to Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano.
Hey.
Rocky Marciano.
Hey.
Rocky, every time a white man come into the start talking about Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano ain't shit. You know, so Coming to America?
I've seen it.
God, that was a fucking
I
well,
forgot.
he's a boxer.
I know who Rocky Marciano
Okay.
is. And happy birthday to Conway Twitty.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway
Conway
Twitty. Holy shit.
Those are my birthdays for today.
Happy birthday. Half of
That's
them are dead.
Oh,
Actually, not half of them.
just 2.
I don't know how the fuck Coyote Peterson's still alive.
Right?
Have you seen that shit with the Sting Zone? where-
Oh, yeah, of
Jesus
course.
Christ.
Big
man.
fan of Coyote
You seen it?
Peterson.
Holy
fucking insane.
shit.
I love Coyote
What the
Peterson.
fuck is wrong with you, man? People stay the fuck away from those things for a goddamn good reason.
I
The
like-
views, bro.
the views,
Yeah,
bro. I
yeah.
like when he did this. This sounds random. When he ate like 200 lychees, like
I didn't
lychee.
see that.
He just like sat on a beach and ate like 200 lychee beaches.
Lychee beaches? Lychee beaches? Missy beaches.
lychee fruits on the
Yeah.
beach. Yeah, and then I don't know why he did it, but he did.
There's a video out there where can a man convince himself to eat 10 cactus? And he just does. He does it. He finally
I'm gonna write that down.
look it up. It's phenomenal. It's
Can-
10 or 20 like cactus. And he just takes it bite by bite.
Something I learned. So I saw a painting
Yeah.
that had a moose sitting on the ground with like dancing with a pig. Like the moose was sitting on the ground and the pig was standing up like a person and he was like dancing and they had like apples all around them.
Uh-huh.
Just like a painting.
Aw.
And then I was like, I wonder if that's from a kid's book or something. And then I learned that moose eat apples because they get drunk off them.
Really?
Yeah, so they eat a ton of apples and then they guess they can't digest them properly, so they end up fermenting in their stomach and getting drunk off of
Oh,
apples.
shit.
So moose will actively seek out apples to get drunk.
Wow. I think animal narcotics is fascinating.
Like, you know,
Catnip is the fucking greatest thing
it's
to
so
watch.
insane.
and I like that dolphin will eat pufferfish.
Yeah, they'll boop them.
Yeah. to make them get their toxins.
Yep.
There's other stuff in there. There's other stuff like that
This
too.
Reindeer, like there's the specific, and I guarantee I'm ripping this from like a Joe Rogan podcast or something, because animals, man, fucking, you know, is but it's like the red and white capped mushrooms. There's a specific reindeer that will, if you eat them, like there's not much psilocybin in it in the way we process it, but like for these reindeer, it's incredibly psychedelic, and they will, if you eat them and then piss, the reindeer will come and like try and drink the piss. Like they are.
That's why
fascinated
the
with
reindeer
them.
are flying, because they were
Yes.
high.
Exactly, and why Santa is red and white.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like Christmas is really like
Oh
a
shit.
hallucinogenic pagan holiday. Like there's a lot of shit on that.
I like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of holidays, can I run through some holidays?
Hit
Run
it.
through some holidays. I almost got this emergency resolved.
Happy Pink Cadillac Day.
Oh, pink Cadillac.
Happy American Cheese Day.
Also
American
create-
Cheese Day. Like, hang on. Are they celebrating cheeses made in America or like craft singles?
Craft singles.
You know where they came from? It was a Canadian who invented American cheese.
Also
Fucking
Canadian.
Canadians.
Also
Fucking
putting
Canadian.
pineapple on pizza and burgers.
Pineapple on a burger is fucking delicious.
Pineapple on a burger is delicious, but they're the ones who put it on pizza. So blame the Canadians.
And they're
Oh.
fake bacon.
Oh, I wonder if my dad is listening, because shout out to him for Happy Building and Code Staff Appreciation
Yes!
Day.
Benny's passed the fuck out at this point, but
yeah.
thank you, Benny.
Yeah. Also Ginger Cat Appreciation Day.
Like ginger cat, like redhead cats.
Yeah.
I like little red on the kitty.
National
Little landing strip.
Cherry
mustache.
Pop Over Day, not Cherry Popping Day. To be confused.
Cherry poppin' daddies.
Cherry Pop Over Day. I like the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. National No Rhyme or Reason Day. Blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
my
blah.
fucking life.
Yeah.
National Tofu Day, but only in the UK.
That's weird.
Yeah. Tofu. Oh shit. Benny is listening. I'm glad I'm glad my back is to the thing, although he's probably gonna
Well, happy Building and Code Staff Appreciation Day.
Yes.
Happy Pet Rock Day.
Nice. I pet my rock earlier.
Happy World
Nice.
Letter Writing Day.
I wrote some letters today. I wrote an F and a U and a C and a K.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to my pen pals because I actually have them.
Hang on, are they like email or do you actually write?
No, we write letters
on
to each
paper
other.
and put stamps. Are they in
That-
prison?
How did you get into that?
Because at the beginning of COVID, some of my friends were like, let's write letters to each other. And I was like, I'm down. And then there was another friend who I've actually known from the internet for quite some time.
Yeah.
And so one day she was like, I want a pen pal. I'm like, girl, I'm your girl. And so we literally started writing to each other. And
That's awesome.
I've never met her in person, but we've been friends online for a few years. And now we're pen pals.
That's
Cute.
awesome.
So she sends me postcards. I send her like short notes. And then the other girl, the one from the COVID that we started doing that, she lives in Clearwater, but we used to work together, and we actually write each other actual letters, like that are many pages long.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This Sunday is Father's Day in Australia.
Oh, did Maddie tell you that?
Yeah.
Is he listening today?
Yeah, he messaged me a few minutes ago. Yo, Raj, I'm watching you live now on Facebook, but can't comment. Went to YouTube. Can't find the video there. Even search for FUBAR. That's weird.
How is he watching on Facebook?
I don't know. I'm listening to, damn it. I'm just forced to be mute. This Sunday is Father's Day in Australia.
You're international, by the way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello, rest of the world.
Yeah. We have a listener from Australia currently.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Hello.
You got the 20 questions?
Yes, give me one hot second.
Okay,
I'm
'cause I
responding to.
I can just keep talking.
I know you can.
Hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey. What do gay
Hey.
horses eat?
Hey. That's the thing about the gays. I don't like. No,
What?
just
What?
like, I'm just,
What?
Hey.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Fabulous.
Yes. You are not a black woman. Stop. Like, to the gay men out there that think because you speak like that.
You're going to piss somebody off. And
I
you're
don't
gonna,
give a
report
fuck.
us for being homophobic.
No, that's me. Blame it on the gay guy sitting
Yeah.
here. You know. But no,
This is a non-homophobic show.
it's truly. I don't mean these things. I love all of you people. Like,
I love everybody, but I
Yeah.
also fully adhere to make fun of everybody or make fun of nobody.
thank you.
So that's
True.
that's what I
100%.
100% believe.
Right.
Like make fun of everybody or make fun of nobody.
Again, I'm Polish, so I know about being made fun of.
God bless you, people.
All right, here we go. 20 questions.
Yep.
Some are deep and philosophical. Most are light and topical. Number 1. What is your non-alcoholic drink of choice?
Black coffee.
He likes his coffee black, like his men.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I like my whiskey like I like my whiskey like I like my women. 20 years old and full of coke.
I thought you were gonna say I thought you were gonna say something about being in a barrel.
No, but
That's it.
well, you know what the hole in a barrel is called, right?
What?
The bung hole.
Oh, I did know that.
That is the bung hole. And the plug that goes in it is called a bung. So now you know something.
Why don't they call it a bung plug? They missed that opportunity.
It would be better if they like put beads on the other, on the other side. They pull it out. It's like ding, 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 ding,
Oh
ding.
my
ding.
god.
Test the age from the bottom.
Guys, in that in that not for puss group,
Yeah.
somebody was like, I bought all these sex toys from Amazon. I don't know which one is good for puss. And 2 of them were definitely anal toys. I'm like,
Nice.
not that one.
Have you ever ordered anything from Wish?
From Wish?
Yeah.
But it was a lot.
I got one thing from Wish. It was my ex bought me a dual-headed meth pipe. So as a couple, we could each have
you
our
could
own.
fucking meth up
They
together.
were skulls too. It was
That's
like this is
fucked up.
foreboding. Like
This
you
is-
have great taste in curtains, but fuck, man. Really?
Oh shit! All right, number 2. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
All right, any particular shade or just blue?
Just a
Generic Crayola blue.
kind of a big, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 3, dog or cat?
Dog.
Woof woof. Number 4, what? This could get a little silly. What's the strangest job you've ever had? Not the strangest job you've ever given. The strangest job you've ever had.
Normal work's real boring.
It is. It is.
Strangest job I've ever had. Human ashtray.
Okay.
But that was something I enjoyed.
I think human tissue would have been a little weirder.
It's true. It's
Like,
not
see, it's
strange.
like-
No, one of the I'd say probably blowing your nose.
Yeah,
You know?
that's
Yeah.
That takes it to the extreme.
I don't know. People like that. Never mind.
That's weird. So many people are saying they couldn't find the show. I mean, we got.
It's not on the YouTube. It's not on your YouTube channel.
Oh, motherfucker!
What? What
It's on my personal fucking channel.
is it?
Yes.
So just post a link.
Son of, I did. I shared it around.
Oh.
That's why.
Hey, Roger Nelson. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. All right, that's fine. Can you just like post it later? Like post it after the fact?
I can download it and upload it.
So I have to do that.
Hang on.
Yeah, my dad had texted me earlier asking me if we were doing FUBAR this week, but I just assumed it was because we didn't do it last week.
Damn it. I signed into my other account to do something earlier.
Have you had to explain to your daughter's classmates what FUBAR is on Zoom?
No, thank God.
Okay.
We changed it.
Okay.
So on Zoom I have
Yeah.
I have it listed as FUBAR Weekly.
Yeah.
And my daughter had to use my studio computer for schoolwork.
Yeah.
So she signed into a class Zoom as FUBAR Weekly.
Oh shit.
Shit, that's why nobody can find it. Motherfucker. Damn it.
I'll post the link on our YouTube for anybody who is, on our Instagram for anybody who is listening.
Yeah. Sorry, people. I'm retarded.
okay.
All right. Hey, it's gonna help my fucking numbers though.
That's good.
All right. So okay, dog or strangers. Number 5, biggest fear.
Dying with an unfulfilled life.
There you go. Find
Valid.
those, write those goals down and fucking strive for them, baby.
That's it.
Number 6. What is your guilty pleasure song? The one song that you'll crank and rock the fuck out to when you stop at a light. You got to turn it down because you don't want anybody else knowing.
Madonna's Like a Prayer.
That was a fucking good video. Though.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Madonna. That was a great
That's
fucking.
a
That was a
great
great video.
Yeah.
Number 7. What fictional character do you most identify with?
Fuck.
While you're thinking, Amanda Sharp says human ashtray is like a Tuesday morning, Al.
I'd have to say, here's the one thing about that. Here's the funny part about meth. It doesn't leave your body. Like if you urinate it, there's meth in your piss. Right. So like that became part of it, is like I didn't mind showers and such because you could just keep getting high.
Okay.
So like if you consume it, so I'd say like human toilet / human napkin. Mom, please don't be listening.
My mom is listening.
That's what's up. Hi, Mom.
Okay, my dad is listening apparently too.
That's
Yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Her parents are awesome.
Cool. Who
Number-
do I most relate with?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Meeting me, what would you think?
Of what? Oh, like
who
what's
I'm-
your
yeah.
Joe Rogan? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I like lifting weights and being in the woods, but fucking
If I was to compare you to a fictional character,
yeah.
I don't know.
I take that as a compliment almost. Like,
Because you're so unique.
and that sounds shitty when I say it like that. I feel like
Well, you
It's
didn't
true,
say
though.
you didn't say it. I said it.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, man, look at this asshole, like fucking
This guy thinking he's all the fucking
right.
all that
Like,
shit.
no, you're just a shit who lives in a halfway house. Like fucking, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I gotta think about that one.
Number 7.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the sweetest thing next to "Oh no, thank you" you've ever said to me.
The Gene Wilder version, not the Johnny Depp version.
Thank you. I was gonna be mad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're not creepy
Thank you.
in a real creepy way. You're creepy in like a No, you're not creepy. That came out.
No, that's fine. I've been
No.
told it before.
No, but
It's
in
okay.
like Willy Wonka speak, you're like, come this way.
Right.
I will
Come with me.
Yeah, I will
And
show you the
and
way.
you'll
Right.
As opposed to like Johnny Depp, it's like, come with me. You know?
In a world of deviant sex. Anyway,
the best Michael Jackson impersonation there's ever been, I think, is the Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp. Like
Of Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh
late
yeah.
cre-
Okay, I got you. I got,
kids, everybody, we go.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
sorry. I had a.
You're good.
People are asking me, where the fuck's the show? Where the fuck's the show? Why the fuck didn't you find the fucking link on fucking YouTube when I shared it? You fucking putzes. I love you. I love you guys. Okay, so anyway. Number 9, go-to comfort food. The one food that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Crystal meth is not a food. Just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying.
No. Food that makes me feel comfortable. Apple fritters.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Like a good apple fritter. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had one in fucking long.
That or a tasty cake. Like
What's-
a
like
crimpet tasty cake. You know what I'm
Oh.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
From the bread store. You go to the bread store and mark down.
One
you
right
get-
down the road.
Yeah, bro.
One right down the road. Tasty cake.
Get a tasty cake.
Why did you write take a pic?
Because your mom said we're in Fort Walton Beach. Fort
Walton Beach.
Walton Beach, and there's a place called Foo Bar Pizza.
Oh. Yeah. Take a pic.
Pizza probably sucks, but take a pic.
Fucked up.
Because I want your mom to send me some fucking pics. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Your mother has an OnlyFans. I just finally hear that. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't. I feel.
Ben-
very
Ben-
bad
Mom, if
right
you
now.
have an OnlyFans, you should do tutorials about stuff.
Well, I was just gonna say Benny Covey. Her mom's cute.
Yeah.
Her mom's adorable. She's so cute. I don't want.
Well, my dad's cute. I mean, like not in like a creepy way, but like for
He's
me.
an attractive man.
Her dad's actually a real good looking dude.
Nice.
Looks like
Thank you for backing me up.
fuckload younger than he is.
Yeah, thank you for backing
Yeah,
me
that's
up
the goal.
on that one.
Yeah,
I
like-
had a small child ask me if I had grandchildren the other day.
No,
That
what?
really- yeah, that
That's.
hurt.
I mean, come on.
That
Like
hurt.
to be fair, when I was a small child, I thought 16 was an adult.
Have you ever seen that video? It's the little girl. She goes, "I'm old. I'm 16. I'm a
Your
grandmother."
mom's like, I would be so broke.
Oh, if she did.
Aww.
She's gotta do sweet motherly things. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm so sorry.
No, encourage her.
Yeah, like you could
Well,
bake
hang on,
things.
because you could go to Pornhub and search sweet motherly things, and it's not going to be baking
But
cookies.
I mean, she could identify cheeses or how to properly set a table or like just very like cool things. and
Like
just,
the guy on Pornhub that opens your door for you and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you know, she doesn't really have to reveal anything. It's just the go for the beaver cleavery kind of look, maybe. No.
Ward, you were a little hard on the beaver last night.
Fuck it, yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
moving
sorry,
on.
Mom.
This is not
Sorry,
going to go. This
Mom.
is not going to
Sorry.
go to a good place if we
So
keep
sorry. You're
we stick on this. We're going to change. We're going to shift gears.
Oh my bad.
Um,
It's nice. This first and last time.
no, number 10.
You're welcome back.
Number 10. What is your favorite cheesy movie?
Chasing Amy.
That's cute.
I wouldn't say
No,
that's
that's not a
cheesy.
cheesy-
That's not cheesy.
No.
That was a good movie.
Surf Ninjas.
That would be
What?
cheesy. I've never fucking heard of it,
Never
but it
heard
just
of Surf
sounds.
Ninjas?
That sounds like it came out in the 80s along with Ski Patrol, Ski School.
91. It's about
Same,
these-
yep.
yeah. There's a fictional like South Pacific island, and Rob Schneider is in it as like a 19-year-old at like 32.
Jesus.
You know, yeah, dude, and it's yeah, yep. Surf Ninjas.
Number 11. Favorite literary work.
The Hobbit or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Both excellent.
Good
Both
choices.
excellent. Yeah.
Oh no, I take that back. The Old Man in the Sea.
Also good choice.
The Old Man in the Sea to me is one of the greatest pieces. There's no fat to it. It's perfect. It says exactly what it's supposed to say with the exact amount of words it's supposed to say.
Do you know I read that book so young, not even realizing not even realizing what I was reading.
Well, that's always what they do with it. Like they pump it to you early because it's thin, but like
It's deep.
it's deep. Like it's
That's why
got-
he's the fucking best.
right. Moby Dick is 8,000 pages. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He trimmed it to here. You
Yep.
know what I mean? You can do it in an afternoon. There's a great audiobook version of it on YouTube if you ever want to listen to it. There's an old guy who talks.
Nice.
I'm gonna look into
It's almost
that.
like my favorite, which is the man in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to rub him the right way.
Ha!
It's a clit joke.
Still looking.
I thought you were gonna tell me about your Peruvian friend.
I once knew a man from Peru who fell asleep in a canoe, and during the night he tickled it right and woke up in a pile of goo. And Confucius once say, "Man who jerk off in cash register, come into money."
Oh,
All right, moving on. If you could have lived through any time period, present included, what time period and why?
Post Rodney King, pre 9/11 United States.
That was a good time.
Yeah, there was Pizza
Oh.
Hut was giving out PlayStation 1 demos, and Blockbuster was the thing. Taco Bell had beefy, cheesy burritos.
And the Chilito, the chili cheese burrito.
That's the one. That's the
Fuck
one.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Fuck
That was a time to be alive.
Oh my God, dude! You could buy a house. It was great. Gas was cheap. Like, you know what I mean? It was phenomenal. It was great. It was fucking great. It was. If I could perpetually live in this false sense of Americana that I got, like I grew up
Would
in a
you wait?
small town.
Would you live in that time period as yourself now, or as yourself in that age? Because
I-
we're right around the same age, and so I'm like we were teenagers at that time.
Well, I would relive that if I would age until I died, but it just continued to go back.
Well, it'd be like that took place in the 90s. In the 90s, like I'm old enough. That was those are my high school years. I mean, Rodney King was 91. So basically that decade from 91 to 2001.
Like How Bizarre was on the radio. You know what I mean? Like,
Aw.
Dude, that fucking song
How
was
bizarre.
everywhere
How
in
bizarre.
1996.
How
Holy
bizarre.
shit, how bizarre! The guy went to jail.
really? What are you
They
gonna
were hooked
do?
up with organized crime.
No
Oh.
shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
Fucking the whole
baby.
story with that band. OMC was the band.
Yeah.
The whole story is like fucking crazy.
Fucking How Bizarre, bro.
But that time was really unique in that was the end of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
The fall of the Berlin Wall.
Right.
The first Gulf War.
We crushed it. You know?
We crushed it in like fucking 2 days.
Right. Yeah.
Like we hit the fucking ground. They were like, "Fuck this,
We're out, bro. Yeah.
But you had that, and then through the 90s, there was the boom of technology and the dawn of the internet.
do you remember
and-
the first time you like got on the internet?
Yeah.
Wait, when was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact year now, because of what my father did for a living. We had essentially early, not necessarily early internet access.
Yeah.
But we always had a computer at home that was like the top of the
Right.
line.
You had the gray box with the keyboard. That
No, we were
no?
even more advanced than that.
Really?
With the 2-piece desktop,
Whoa.
where it was separate and it was high end because my
Yeah.
father dealt with technology with the
Gotcha.
company he worked for.
Gotcha.
My father actually was featured in a Microsoft Windows ad in 1992.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool.
In Business Week magazine, and when you look at the there's no website.
Yeah.
It's an 800 number you call.
Whoa.
That's how fucking
That's
pre-internet it was. But the evolution or the introduction of the internet and truly being connected.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in high school, nobody had cell phones. We all had beepers.
Right.
So the evolution from nothing to beepers to cell phones
Yeah.
happened in that 10-year
Yeah.
span.
Yeah.
That 10-year span, as far as information moving and the access to consume media,
Right.
with the dawn of Napster and file sharing, CDs going into digital technologies.
LimeWire, movies. Like, yeah.
It was an amazing time to be alive and to
Yeah.
be old enough to be aware of what was going on.
Right.
Like my freshman year of high school, the internet didn't exist. By the time I graduated high school, the internet was like just becoming a big thing.
You got mail.
Yeah. America Online was the
Yeah.
thing. We had an internet service provider called Prodigy.
Hey,
Hey,
I know Prodigy.
where it was all diamond. Our first
Mhm.
internet connection was a 2400 baud modem,
Whoa.
which was this giant. I mean, the thing was probably like that long, not tall, not wide, but it was like a big piece of equipment
Yeah.
for 2400 baud internet, dial-up internet. So I remember that. I remember having to sit and wait, and you wanted to download, like you went into these fucking news groups or chat rooms, and somebody would fucking send you a picture,
Yep.
and it would take like 20 minutes to fucking download,
Yeah.
and it would come line by
Line by
line,
line.
and you're waiting for the titties to show up.
That's it.
Line- But it's crazy. Like kids these days, like click, it's up.
Right.
I'm streaming a live video in almost real time worldwide.
Yeah. I'm in
That's
Australia. right now.
mind-boggling.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's
insane.
mind-boggling
Yeah.
when you look at like my freshman year of college, which was the fall of 1996.
Yeah.
I forget I had an encyclopedia on CD. It was a CD-ROM encyclopedia. It was like Compton's encyclopedia or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was back when it was so early that in order to write a fucking paper, you could just fucking copy and paste.
Oh yeah.
There's
No,
no
there
way to
was no
fucking check it.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
way to
yeah,
check it.
yeah.
Now you can't do that shit.
No.
So that seeing that and being part of that development.
Yeah.
Now I'm shitty with computer. I don't know the fucking.
No, I can't.
I can't type for shit. I type with 2 fingers.
I have
and
a
hunt and
cell
peck.
phone. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we have all this information in the palm of our hands. There's
Right.
more computing technology in this than the rockets that took men to the moon.
It's fucking
It's
insane.
insane.
I think about my dad. Like they had when he was in Vietnam. Like he worked on like quote unquote computers, and they were just a room of reel to reels and punch cards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it would punch. You get the punch code, and it would process that, and it would be like go here or like digits or like coordinates 87243.
There's a picture floating around on the internet of IBM unloading a 50, I think it was like 5.4K hard drive out of a Pan Am aircraft with a fucking forklift.
It's so fucking crazy.
Now, I mean, you can have terabytes on thumb drives.
Yeah.
It's insane. I remember, back in probably the mid 90s going to my uncle's house in New Jersey, and he was big into computers.
Yeah.
The four, like I played Wolfenstein 3D, which was
which was like amazing.
Which
like,
I actually downloaded. It's on this computer on Steam. You
Nice.
can get it on Steam. It's
Fuck
like
yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
But I remember playing that, and like 256K is all you're gonna need. That's all the memory you're gonna need.
why would we ever
Then like
need
386 came out, and then
Yeah.
500, half a gigabyte, and it's like, it just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
There is more. If you take your cell phone, if you take a cartridge, the original Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, if you take a picture with your cell phone of that cartridge, there is more data in the picture you took than is on the game cartridge.
That's so nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
It's so fucking nuts.
Technology, man.
It's no, and I mean, like my dad, like remembers when they got a TV. He was born in 48, and like
my father was born in 48.
Yeah, and like he remembers, like they had the radio, and then they had the television, and like
my parents got their television because one of the uncles worked for Raytheon.
No shit.
Who was one of the big companies making televisions at the time. They wanted they
weren't doing missiles and shit.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
They were still making consumer electronics. So
Yeah.
they were doing, I think, industrial electronics.
Okay.
But they were making televisions, and they got from this family member a Raytheon tube television.
It was amazing.
It's insane.
And they were going, look at the access to information we have here today.
Yeah.
Like we've got 4 channels. There's one news guy.
Think about it. Juneteenth. You know what Juneteenth is?
I forget.
Okay, Juneteenth is a celebration where word finally got to Texas that slaves were free.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
It happened like a year after the Civil War ended. It took that fucking long to get a message to Texas.
Yeah.
From Washington, D.C. Now, if something happens, the world knows about it within seconds, seconds or minutes. We know everything that's going on.
Well, now it's the entire thing is like the extensive time it takes to find the correct information. Like instead of the physical movement of having to transport knowledge, like it's now become this mind game of figuring out what's true and what's false. Like,
and that's the
trade-off to it.
Unfortunate byproduct. But we're also getting stupider.
I would agree to somewhat to
because
that.
Because back when I was in school, how old did you say you were?
29.
29. So you're still young.
Yeah.
You're still youngish. I was actually in a lift today talking to the driver about this.
Yeah.
And he was a little bit older than me and talking about having to go to the library and look things up.
Dewey Decimal System.
Looking at old newspaper articles on microfiche.
Yeah.
And having to do that, and it's gonna be a bit late. Mom is stuck at work stuff. No worries.
Nice pant color.
Thank you. I live vicariously through my pants.
So, we had to remember things and memorize things.
Right.
Now it's like kids just have to retain it long enough to take the test, and then they don't need it again. They
how much of that though on your test? Like, because I feel that same way in a lot of respects, but it's like, how much of your 6th grade test do you really remember, or like your freshman class?
It depends. Like 6th grade, one of the cool things in 6th grade was right when Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" came out. Right. So they used that song because it was popular at the time. It was a year after it came out, or 2 years after it came out. So we had to study everything in that fucking song.
Why?
That song comes on the radio. I know every fucking word to it. Gotcha. And I know what every fucking thing is.
Yeah.
And because of that class.
Right.
But I was also into it.
Yeah. And that's the big thing.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah. It's like the things I didn't give a shit. Like I loved American history. Like I loved world history and like sociology, and like English class was my favorite. And like, but then I got was afforded the opportunity when I was a kid to go to this little private school in Ohio, and like we had like 7 kids in the whole 8th grade, and like it was awesome. But we also had 2-hour-long algebra 2 classes, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to,
But think about it now. If you need to know something, what are you going to do?
you Google it.
You're going to Google it.
Right.
You're going to figure out what it is, and most likely you only need it for that moment.
Yeah.
And once that moment's gone, you don't need it anymore.
You are right on that. With some
and you'll Google the same fucking thing 6 months from now.
True. And there's guys at my job, like I'm a plumber by trade, right? So like at least I got that right. I got a job I can fall back on, right? So like I'm a plumber by trade, and the guys
Something about laying pipe or something.
Something about pipe and shitholes and like, but just snaking drains and fucking finding ourselves. So like so we spraying water leaks. Anyway,
calm down, killer.
There you go. But the guys, the older guys, like you tell them an address, they remember the address, and not only that, they know how to get there. Like I don't, they'll be like, yeah, resident 4825 37th Street. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, it was this job and this and this. And I was
want
like,
something crazy?
What?
When I call my wife,
yeah,
I don't use the directory of the phone. I memorize my wife, my brother, my mother. I memorize all their phone numbers.
I got like 4 numbers that I still remember. Like I remember my phone number 330 262-9501 was like our home phone number when I was a kid. But like,
I still remember my home phone number. I'm not going to say it because we still have this. The number is still active.
Yeah.
But it's the number we've had since 1984.
Yeah.
We still have that number. Actually, my brother just transferred it to a cell phone.
No shit.
So he can transfer it back to something else.
Oh, wow.
So we can essentially
keep that
number because the number there's some significance to it.
Yeah. It's a mark, man.
Well, not only that, but the number actually spells out something really fucking interesting. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to.
It's pretty fucking cool. But that's it. We need to get back to 20 questions because we're running out of time, and we can go over. I don't care if you feel like staying.
No, I don't give a shit.
Where were we? Where were we? Time period. All right, number 13. What is your adult beverage of choice? Or as my kids like to refer to it, spicy soda. Raj be like, Dad, can I pour you? Want me to pour you a spicy soda?
Why is it spicy?
Because it's got Jack Daniels in it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
That's a spicy soda. A daddy soda is a can of beer.
I hate that. Let's see.
But he'll pour it and be like, I made it extra spicy.
I'm real basic. Budweiser in a tall boy can, or if I had to go for liquor, I'm gonna probably go like just Jack Daniels as is, or if I'm real depressed, a good gin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just a shitty gin drunk.
That's the best time to drink gin. Otherwise, it just tastes like
just
shit.
Be sad and alone with a 12 gauge. What? Fucking
Kurt Cobain?
No, that's dude. I will say this. One last interruption on that. The things you drink, like rubbing alcohol.
Don't do that.
Oh my god, it burns the next day so bad.
Yeah, that's why they tell you not to drink it.
Well, I had started drinking, and I had run out of liquor, and I had run out of mouthwash.
That's a different type of alcohol.
I know, but when you're drunk and suicidal, like you just drink things, right? Mouthwash is great. Like I still remember like the generic brown, because before I was 21, generic brown is 26.1%, and then orange is 23.6%, and blue is actually the lightest. I think it's like 21.3%, but the different colors actually have a different, and like brands depending on what brand it is. So like I ran out of that, and I was suicidal as fuck. I knew that like once I had started drinking, I wasn't gonna be able to stop. That's just, I don't function like with alcohol. Like nothing can kind of pull it off. At the end of that 2 weeks, I got a raise and a promotion. But like
Jesus,
yeah, dude. And I'm just, oh my god, I believe in the devil now. But like, anyway, yeah. Sorry, I would probably say yeah. It's just Budweiser in a can or Jack Daniels.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah. Nothing wrong at all. Number 14, celebrity free pass. I don't know if you're in a relationship. Okay.
Or
well, let me just. I have to put I have to put the disclaimer in. Yeah. So they have to be a willing participant in this hypothetical. You cannot Bill Cosby them.
Well, 100%.
Okay.
I might be a creep, but I'm not a rapist.
I'm just. I have to put it out there. This way, nobody can say, he said that he's going to rape Katy Perry. No.
Right. No, and she wouldn't be the one.
No, I'm just use her as a fucking slutty example. I love her though.
It would be Tom Hardy, and if it was a woman, I would have to say my mind went Michelle Obama, but that's not true.
Wait, I thought she was a guy.
Not, well,
Mm-hmm.
but I would probably say the lady from the lady from Chasing Amy with the scraggly voice, who's Amy.
Oh well, oh shit.
There was something about like her '90s voice and
Holy
like a lot of
shit.
long sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why did her name just fucking
She was
escape me?
in
She's got
The Seed of Chucky.
Joey Lauren Adams.
Yeah, there's something about that voice and just that like there was something about her like as a child.
And I think they got her in The Seed of Chucky because Jennifer Tilly
Yeah,
did the voice, and they have kind of not same, but their
Right.
voices are kind of somewhat
man.
similar. Yeah. Good choice though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or 30 Days and 30 Nights if you've never seen it.
No,
No, it's
haven't
a
seen it.
guy in the 90s can't fuck for 30 days. What's Brad gonna do? Like, and of
Oh.
course he falls in love with like this really hot girl.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Can't
do
fuck.
it.
Is he allowed to jerk off though?
No, I can't jerk
Oh,
off
shit,
either.
man,
Yeah,
that
no,
sucks.
yeah.
Who's gonna fucking know?
his buddies. They all have a
Oh.
bet and they have to watch him the whole time.
Oh,
Anyway,
all right.
it's most 90s, like
All right.
early 2000 Limp Bizkit thing.
Fucking Limp Bizkit.
A lot
How's
of
Fred
short sleeve,
Durst
long
doing?
sleeve
I just
shorts.
remembered Idle Hands.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
no, the girl from Idle Hands. The girl from Idle Hands would have to
Who
be
was
one
that?
of them.
I
I don't think she was in anything else but Idle Hands.
Oh,
But I just really wanted to be that dude. Anyway,
The
you're
hands
gonna, you're, gonna,
dude?
you're gonna look it up. We'll move on.
Yes.
Okay, 2-part question because I'm a car guy. What is your dream car? And what was your first car?
67 GTO would probably be my dream car.
Nice.
My first car was a 97 Cadillac DeVille. I won in a bet.
Nice. You won in a
I
bet?
won in a bet to grow this beard. So like I was eating a deep fried cheeseburger, hanging out with some friends, and they were all looking at me, and I was real greasy at the time, and they got tired of driving me around. So they're like, look, if you grow a beard, because I'd never grown one for a year without trimming it whatsoever, we'll buy you a running automobile.
Oh,
And I
shit.
said, bet. All right. And so I did it, and then they thought it would come in all like white trashy. Instead, I just had this massive, it changed my life. It was the greatest thing ever. And I ended up with this 97 DeVille, and I drove that car till it literally sat on fire on the side of the road.
Nice.
I loved it.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Guys, I just looked up Idle Hands and I have good news and bad news. First
Okay.
of all, one of my 90s crushes was Mr. Devin Sawa.
100%. I see it.
Okay, Devin Sawa.
Yeah.
This is him now.
Did not age well. Ooh, fucking Mickey Rourke.
He
And-
was in a movie with John Travolta recently.
What?
Yeah.
Devin Sawa?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
Who's the chick though?
she was not in anything else, right?
Yeah.
It's Jessica Alba.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, look.
Good choice though.
I guess.
Good
Yeah.
good
All right.
choice.
No, I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I can't go back. Yeah, the female counterpart on that movie was Jessica Alba. She's the
Nice.
female in that movie.
That's good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, number 16. What was the first album you ever remember buying?
Oh, this is gonna be. I stole a lot of them from my brother. This is the first album I ever remember buying. I don't want to say them because they're so fucking cringy.
No, fucking say it.
It was
the
probably
whole point.
It's like the Resident Evil 1 soundtrack.
That's a good soundtrack.
Right.
It is, or like the Daredevil soundtrack after that.
All right.
Yeah,
Evanescence is still one of my favorite
I
bands.
used to listen to it,
Oh,
and it just
Amy
makes me
Lee.
happy driving down the road.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Seether, one of the Seether albums.
I saw them in concert multiple times.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the remedy. Oh, fucking Newfound Glory. That was another one. But I can't remember what was first.
Okay. It was in that
Yeah.
time.
I know. I want to be like in
Flavor.
Jimi Hendrix. There was like a Jimi Hendrix greatest hits. I got like most of them though. That's one of them. Alive or Dead. Fucking.
You know why he didn't serve in Vietnam, right?
Why?
He told the recruiter that he had homosexual tendencies.
Was
Oh.
that it?
Yep.
No
That's
shit.
right. I didn't know that.
Good
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't go.
And unfortunately, he fucking died.
Yeah.
Fucker.
But fucking yeah, he died before the end of the Vietnam War, didn't he?
Yeah.
It still got him then. Shit.
Yeah.
Because the heroin was coming from there.
First album. Number 17. What social cause do you most stand for?
Addiction awareness and for people to be able to get help. That and for most LGBTQ causes that are out there, just because I know what it was like to live closeted for a really long time, and not a lot of people ever called me faggot, but I called myself one every day, you know, and to have that fear of what people would
That's
think.
almost worse.
Yeah, just to think what people would think, you know. It's a lot. I felt more okay telling people I was a junkie than I would be like that I'm gay, because I was afraid of what I thought of myself. You know, you're supposed to be a man.
It's bad when junkie is more acceptable than
And there
gay.
was just a lot of self-hate. I remember the incident that had happened. I was a little kid. I grew up in a small farming town, like in the beginning of my life. By the way, love this place. No hate against it at all, and it's changed greatly. But small town, Ohio.
Mhm.
And I did something that like was a little gay with like this kid. And like there was another kid around that time that like we were acting out together, and I didn't think that was strange. And I did with him, and I was like, yo, don't tell your mom, I guess, because this seems weird. And he did when she showed up, and she clutched him and just gave me this look. And I'll never forget that lady's look. And at like 5 years old, I knew that there was something was different. And like from that point on, it just started to become this. I had to hide it. I had to hide it. I had to hide it. And so it was like, I'm going to be the exact opposite of everything that is. And it became this internalized hate that was just, I've grown to hate a lot of things that I truly loved. You know, I'm not proud of some of the beliefs I had. I'm not proud of some of the things I've done. I am a classic case of like secretly gay, but like, I don't do that fag shit, bro. I'm fucking, and like even some like certain things. And it's like, you know, it's just, yeah. So just, I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't. You don't have to be a specific character or caricature of the gay community. You don't have to, if you don't think you're all the way gay, you don't think that if you think you're bi, or you think you're gay, or you think that you're trans, or you know who you are as a person, like, one, you don't have to press it on anybody, and nobody has to press it on you, and you can simply be you. I can be a gun-toting, fucking fast car driving, construction loving, like fight enjoying, jujitsu doing, powerlifting guy who also really enjoys like certain effeminate things, and like that was the thing. Like I wanted to do dance, but instead I was like, I'll play lacrosse, because like I would never want anybody to know that. So like, anyway, that was always the thing. There were things I wanted to do, but it was like, I can't, you know? So anyway, sorry.
That's all right. That's the question, you know?
Yeah.
Number 18, what is your favorite video game?
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which took me years to beat.
Good choice.
Yeah. I just didn't realize in the water temple you had to raise it and jump under the little thing. 13 years, bro. Fucking yeah, I'll probably give that number 1. That's probably my favorite video game.
Number 19. Again, this is occupation. Dream job. You can have any job. Do any job.
Infantryman in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the dream, and I had the opportunity, and I went, fuck, I won't be in control of my life. That, or I would love to just be able to sing.
All right.
And write songs. Like it's that or that. It's very opposite ends. But,
yeah.
You know.
But you never know. Well, we had a guy in here that we interviewed, BT Arella, combat vet.
Yeah.
Now writes romance novels.
That's what I'm saying. Like I never thought I would have survived and made it through what I have, which are fun, weird stories, and sometimes horrifying, and they can be real violent. And, you know, I've done and been a part of things I'm really not fucking proud of. But like, you know, honestly, yeah, I'd like to make people laugh, and I'd like to sing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we've covered a lot of ground today, and we've learned a lot about you. But number 20, what is the most interesting, crazy, weird, bizarre fact about you?
I don't know.
We're about to go down a rabbit hole.
No, we don't even, like it's crazy weird fact about me.
Yeah, just something completely out of left field, although it seems like a lot of your life is completely out of left field.
Most of it has been like, I'm just going to be as in the left field as possible. I truly enjoy the quiet. If we're going out of left field for what my life is, quiet moments and a good cup of coffee. No, that's not, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like a small interesting facts about me. I hate ducks. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck, man.
Fuck a duck.
Fuck a duck. I never fuck a duck. They got weird spiny dicks.
They do.
They also rape their partners.
That's why they do.
Right.
It's not
Just like
nice.
most of the animal kingdom. Let's be real.
They do it violently with like holding their
I don't
heads
know.
down
Cats,
underwater and
cats
shit.
is pretty fucking horrifying.
Listen, my
Fucking-
shark is a gentleman.
Okay.
All right.
So he rapes the female cats romantically.
Look, dolphins commit war on each other and kidnap the top females in the thing, and then try and breed out the other group. I mean, they're intelligent.
Dolphins are horrible humans.
Okay,
Dolphins are horrible
they
humans.
are horrible. They are real mermen.
Yeah.
Dolphins and humans are the only two animals known to have sex just for pleasure.
I don't know. I feel like chimps are jerking it and having fun.
True. They could be doing it out of boredom. I mean, that's how I do it.
I don't know. See, this is the part of that self-hatred thing. Like, I'm able to make up or pretty much rhyme to anything. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Believe it or not, going by what you've told tonight, based on your life, that quiet moment in a cup of coffee is a deviation from the rest of it.
It's fucking amazing. Like, do you ever have those? Like, I asked you, I was like, what's 3 things you've really enjoyed, like, in the last few days? Like, because that to me, that becomes what's important. Like, the exciting moments and the chaos of it all is great, but like, when you get a second to truly breathe and to like laugh with somebody, or to just be okay, to feel unjudged, to truly be in that moment, to be right sized and centered in yourself. Like, and that sounds really deep. And what I mean by that is, quiet moment and a good cup of coffee.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it, man. Number 21, is the earth round or flat?
Round.
Okay, good. Good answer. Good answer. Number 22, we actually covered this, but what did you want to be when you grew up?
Infantryman in the Marine Corps, music or a singer. Yeah.
Okay. The last question I have for you, and this will determine whether or not you're ever allowed back on this show, iPhone or Android?
Android.
All right, you're allowed back. Yes. Nicole.
I have one last question for you.
Yes, please.
Can you please take us through a typical day in the life?
Of what my day to day is like now?
Yeah.
Now I wake up between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. I wake up. I try and do morning meditations and try and get a plan together for my day. I try and enjoy that cup of coffee and a bit of quiet. I go to work. Like I said, I'm a plumber. I work, and then I get off of work, and I usually go then I eat multiple burritos during the day.
Okay.
I consume a lot of food. I work a lot. I take pride in the fact that I work with my hands, and I get off of work, and I usually go lifting. I go work out.
Okay.
Then after that, I usually do something recovery based. And then after that, try and spend some time with some friends, usually call a couple of people, check in on some folks. And when I get home, I then inventory my day, try and get an idea so that I can do that like right size thing, pros and cons list of like what I do throughout the day. Like, what do I need to work on?
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, when I first wake up, I usually hold myself like I'm a little baby, right? I sent you that picture of me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the reason I just like, that's where I'm trying to get back to. And so
Okay.
like, I wouldn't yell at a little kid for having a nightmare. So why do I yell at myself? So like, I try and keep that affirmation in my mind when I first wake up and when I go to bed after like my inventory, like I try and keep that in the forefront of my mind. And I pray to whatever deity I find sufficient in that moment,
Okay.
and then I do it all over again. Wake up, do that, make my bed, go about my day.
Sounds like a nice day.
It
Sounds like a
is.
pretty decent day.
It is. It's necessary to not explode into a sea of whatever else. And the weekends are fun. I have gotten into free diving recently, which is a lot of fun. Me and my buddy go. He recently got to swim with sharks for the first time. That was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a meditation and peace. Like when you go down, I have to go feet first, so we weight me, so it's really different, like dangerous. But and to just sit under the water there for a while and just in the silence and like that, I really like powerlifting, which is a great excuse to eat as much as you want, and just kind of get larger and yeah, just laugh with my friends. A lot of cigarettes on parking lot curbs and like hanging out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So that was 20 questions, kids, and we are now after 11 o'clock. Nicole, you have any dates or anything coming up? It's like a fucking feudal question, I know.
Just been working as a nanny, doing random odd jobs.
That's what's up.
Do you imitate Fran Drescher when you do it?
No, but
Oh.
I read her a lot of. No, I read her a lot of books though. I read her a lot of Dr. Seuss books, and we go for a lot of walks. And
Nice.
I have a question for you. Can I ask her a question?
Yeah.
If you could teach a child one life lesson, like what would it be? If there was one true piece of advice you could give a kid.
Damn good question.
I got two.
Okay.
So something that, because I've taught before,
Yeah.
and so something that I learned from my students
Yeah.
is to always be both a student and a teacher.
Okay.
So like in that sense, never stop growing, never think that you're above learning something just because somebody is either young or less experienced than you. You can always learn something from somebody. The other thing I would say is to love yourself.
Yeah.
So
Dig it.
yeah.
Nice.
Because I see a lot of people like down on themselves, and I'm just like, I wish that I could make people see themselves how I see them a lot of times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 Nice. So no nothing coming up, nothing booked.
No, not really.
Fuck COVID. I'm kind of over this
Fucking
shit.
done with it, bro.
Me and Kayla might put on a show on the internet at some point, like
Nice.
a Zoom something.
Dang.
Something.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
it.
Can I plug something real quick?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what we do.
Fucking man, I got a thing. I like to eat. I enjoy food to an extensive amount to where it's unhealthy. In the words of Bill Burr, what the fuck? Never mind. Shut up, Al. Just plug the thing. Fucking there's gonna be a YouTube channel coming out. It's me and my buddy Jay. We're gonna be reviewing snacks from around the world.
Nice.
We figured, we both love snacks.
That's
love to
fucking
eat.
cool.
We're gonna review snacks.
Guys, I
What?
still want to do a kitchen bitch episode where we literally just ask people like kitchen and food stories.
We're gonna talk about that. There's an idea for that.
Okay.
So chill the fuck out.
Okay.
Kitchen bitch. I like that one.
That's why, I want to call it kitchen bitch.
So stay tuned. Did you name it? Do you have anything set up on it? Or?
Man, just stay tuned for it. I wish I had more to plug, man.
So where can they follow you on social
on,
media to stay tuned?
That's just on my Facebook at Alan Canning. If you want to be my friend, send me a message. I'm going to be starting an Instagram and doing some of that, kind of coming back in the world. Unfortunately, COVID hit right as I was like, man, it would really be good to like go bomb on a stage, So fucking
yeah.
So you can find me at Alan Canning, but it's going to be on YouTube. I think it's going to be Munch Squad. Is going to be the name of it, but stay tuned to that. I'll post on my Facebook or try and put it out there, and we'll put it on Instagram, YouTube.
I like it. I like it. As far as me, the only thing I have booked is October 10th, Beef O'Brady's, Parish, Florida. Everything else has been fucking canceled. We will be doing a show at Beef O'Brady's. It's going to be an outdoor show. We're still working on planning that out, so we don't have a date, but it'll probably be in November or December.
You need a door girl?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you need a host? Probably not.
No, Dan's already got that hooked up.
Dan
Gerlach.
Well, if you need a door
Sexy
girl.
ass Dan. I know if I'm going to be.
I'm just everybody should know that I'm the best door girl in the Tampa Bay area.
She has facts.
I'm the best door girl in Tampa Bay area.
# facts. So that's that. You can follow me on all social media at Real Roger Nelson. I've reawoken my Twitter apparently, and I'm just going to be an asshole. I'm just going to fucking troll people. Fuck it. I don't care.
You need to start tweeting Stormy on a regular basis and become friends with her.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
Come on. To be like,
No,
I am
no,
personal
the whole
friends with
point-
Stormy Daniels.
The whole point is to be a fucking asshole. Hey, Rick Astley follows this fucking show on Twitter. All right.
Yeah.
And he followed us before we followed him. And he ain't never going to give us up. He ain't never going to let us down. Never going to run around to desert us. He's never going to make us cry. He's never going to say goodbye. Never going to tell a lie or hurt us.
Dear Rick Astley, please be a friend to the show and please join us on this podcast. This is a personal invitation at this moment.
I think I actually sent him a message asking him to be a guest on the show. He didn't read it. It was like 3 years ago I sent it. So weird. Anyway.
Also, if Eliza Schlesinger is listening, please come be a guest on this show. I will pay you in donuts.
Correct. And if Bella Thorne is listening to the show, come sit on my face.
Well, that's good.
So that's the show, kids. Again, I apologize for putting this on the wrong fucking YouTube channel. I'm going to download it and re-upload it onto the FUBAR Weekly channel. You could follow this. I mean, this is my YouTube channel. I don't really do shit with it. Occasionally I'll put a video up here ranting about something. So follow it. It's Roger Nelson. It's me. And that's it. That's the show for the week. We do this every Tuesday. FUBAR Weekly Show, 9 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. Don't forget to spay or neuter your children.
FUBAR out.